I didn't want to stop in fucking Arkansas because that's where they kill black people.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Feral Pod, right?
Word.
What he said.
Yeah. This might be the first episode, or it might be like the fifth. I'm
We'll go
not
with the
quite
first.
sure.
It's going to sound the
This
best.
is going to be the first because we
Yeah.
finally got the...
No, we can't cut the last one.
The last one was good, but
The
the
last
audio
one was
quality-
good.
We'll take the, they can see snippets from the last one. Just
We
the audio
can add
quality.
in snips.
Nobody's going to want to watch the whole thing.
I don't
Yeah.
ever
Because
want
the
to
audio
hear
quality is so bad.
conversation about old people in cars ever again.
Yeah,
that's,
and that
that's
shit didn't
done.
even
Like,
fuck-
bro, that shit was bad. We can do better than that.
Actually, just kidding. But all right, so we can start it off. I got a couple points here.
Wait, why did y'all switch chairs? What's going on here, dude?
I
guess
like
we'll
sitting
just
right
do,
here.
We'll just do a little.
I like sitting right here.
Okay.
It's just the first step. It looks better if the minorities centered.
All
I
right.
see. Okay.
So to start this one off, I think we're gonna label this one P Diddy is evil.
Is he evil?
We're starting off rip like that.
I think so. I think it's a good like little lead in it, especially because it just it's like the most recent thing that just happened.
So
I
to
don't-
me, who's got no idea what's going on, explain the situation.
You want to get filled in, okay?
Yeah.
So there is some legal thing happening. Should have done my research. All I know is that
I know it.
you know it.
I know it like
Hey,
the
let
back
me
of my hand.
fill me in, bro.
What's going on?
All right,
there?
this motherfucker P Diddy is a super villain.
He's a super-
He's a real life super villain. Like
Okay.
you know what a super villain is?
No, Darren. What's a supervillain?
Okay,
That's
super
crazy
villain
work.
is a super version of a villain.
Okay, thank you for
and
the...
that's what P Diddy is.
Okay, what do you do?
He so he got sued by a former girlfriend. Well, she
Okay.
pressed charges really.
Why?
Because he was basically having her as a sex slave, forcing her to like have sex with male prostitutes while he watched, and then he had them doing like crazy shit.
Mm.
He also was very like mentally abusive with her, and she said he got physical. It lasted one day in court, and then they called it quits the second day because supposedly they came to
An agreement?
agreement.
A settlement?
He is a super villain.
Apparently, R. Kelly learned all his shit from P Diddy. The way he was treating
Dude.
that girl.
This motherfucker blew up Kid Cudi's car because said girl took a break from P Diddy, and she started dating Kid Cudi. And he's like, if you keep seeing that motherfucker, I'm gonna blow his car up. She kept seeing Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi's car blew up in his driveway. You know the album Indicud?
Mhm.
The album cover is fire in a frame. People are like, oh fuck. That came out around the same time his car blew up. They're like, oh fuck. We thought it was just like,
That's a good album too.
yeah, it's a great album. Great album. You dude. Great inspiration.
It's a great inspiration.
People are like, oh fuck. He was just trying to let us know P. Diddy's a supervillain. That was his car in flames in the frame of that album cover. The album cover is a frame.
I know what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
It's
about.
like gold picture frame like Margot
Yeah,
over
it's
there.
like Margot.
But
We need to get Margot back in this. bitch.
honestly, dude,
We should just have her like sitting like
just like upright right here.
yeah, dead ass.
Yeah, okay, so you have a gold picture frame and then there's just like fire inside the frame. And that Indica album cover is supposedly
Apparently, Kid Cudi's car engulfed in
a
flames.
reimagining of his car engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
I knew you still had some of that Casa. by
And
the
it was
way.
like the fucking rebirth of his career at that point.
It's
They
not
did do
much.
some crazy shit.
That's fine, bro.
It's not much.
That's
It's
enough,
not
dude.
much.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I knew that there was this little left, but y'all are trying to act like there was more than half a bottle.
it was
This
up to the neck,
motherfucker-
bro.
It wasn't. Now it's up
Okay,
to the
now
neck.
that's a little different. There was more. Okay, I would say that there was more than half in the bottle, but it was not up to the neck. Yeah, you okay?
For somebody that drinks this much Casa, bro, why are you oh my god right now, dog? Is it
Earlier
bad?
today, I came in last place, my fantasy league scoring wise for this week,
Mm.
just like last week.
So you
been-
you
been
come
a-
in last place twice in a row?
It's been a bad
That's-
stretch of weeks.
That's unfortunate.
And I have to. Our fantasy league punishment is chugging a tall boy or shotgunning a tall boy. And I played a game of football like flag this morning,
Uh-huh.
and then right after, like before I even left the field, I shotgunned the tall boy,
That's crazy.
and I yacked it up.
No
Like,
electrolytes, no water.
I didn't even. Dude, I had a cup of coffee before I went out there.
Oh my god, your
Dude.
body was screaming for
Dude,
water.
it dead ass like I chugged it. I finished. I gave like a thumbs up to like my boy's like, "You're done." I just like gave a thumbs up, and I sat down. And then it was, dude. The beer was just trapped inside my body. Like my upper and lower body was just full of Coors Light, and I was like, "Oh, this feels terrible."
That was your body telling you, "I'm about to get you, motherfucker."
Yeah, and it was like the silent. I was just in like silent agony. I just wasn't talking to anybody. I was just sitting there, just like staring at the grass, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna yak. Like this is a yak
Your system
moment."
was screaming for you just got done doing some extracurricular activities.
Yeah, I
your
was
body
sprinting around.
Was screaming for hydration, and it felt cold liquid entering your mouth, and it was like, finally, I can recharge. And then the fucking alcohol hit the system, and it was like, oh, I'm about to get this motherfucker right here.
I felt the carbonation in my face, and then like, I was like, "Oh, I think it's about to come out my nose," and I threw up, a bunch of foam.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the foam came out my nose, and I felt so much better. Dude.
Your liver's gonna shut you down.
Like my body didn't process it at all.
You're gonna get shut
I was,
down.
dude. I was in such like I was like in like athlete mode. It's like, yeah, we're not taking this poison in. We can't even.
Your body was like,
no need. Like, where does the Coors Light go?
Your body was like, no.
Yeah, it wasn't having any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
It didn't process any of it. It just came. It all came back out as foam.
I need water.
And I felt great right after.
I bet
That's
you
how
did.
it goes, bro.
You kind of.
No, go ahead.
You kind of have to shotgun another beer though, because you didn't really.
No. The point is not to get the punishment.
You might be right, dude. Hold on.
The punish. See, you guys are wrong.
The act of drinking the beer.
Yeah, it's the punishment is the pain you get from drinking 24 ounces of a carbonated beer, right? It's not about getting drunk. It's about being punished with 24 ounces of carbonated beer.
Okay, weirdo.
That's the punishment. It's a fantasy punishment.
Okay.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but I mean the back half of 24 ounces of carbonated beer is the drunk that comes with that, and the subsequent consequences is you have to
That don't get me
continue
drunk
playing
nowadays.
football. Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's sad.
I don't feel it.
This is a sad fact of my life.
The only thing taking punishment
Well,
is my liver.
Bro, honestly though, a 24 ounce of beer, that's what, like 2 beers, dude? That's 2 12-ounce cans.
That's not getting you. That's not getting you there.
We're adults here.
Yeah, exactly.
I got 2 12-ounce cans of fucking cider right now.
That's not getting you there.
This is conversational.
It's just to feel comfy.
I'm at the point, bro, I don't get drunk unless we're drinking liquor. I mean, it's not because it's not like
Same.
I can get drunk off of cider. It's just I'm beyond it. I'm not gonna.
It takes
drink
so much to get drunk off a beer too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking
So
drink
much.
fucking 8 beers, dog.
Now, if I'm mixing, like I think it's like a month or two ago, bro, I was watching a college football game. I took like 4 tequila shots, drank like another like 3 tequila sunrises, and had like 4 Coronas, and then popped a Zin at the end of all that.
Oh my god.
I was in a blender.
The Zennies are taking over.
Them Zins are crazy.
I heard people talking about them. I was listening to another podcast, and they were like, dude, I had a Zen for the first time the other day. I get it now. And that motherfucker was talking about, he was like, dude, as soon as it entered my mouth went numb, and it's just, I was floating, bro.
The Zins, they get you right. Like, don't get me wrong. I like a good Zin pillow. I like a good pillow on my lip, dude.
Papa Zen.
Good, they call them lip pillows. I love that shit, bro.
Oh my
That's such
god.
a rebrand. That's the same shit as just chewing tobacco.
Yeah, some fucking dip
Just
in your mouth, dude.
rebranded, yeah.
Oh, dude, in Sweden, they have this thing called snus,
Yeah, I know about snus.
and you can just, like, eat it, apparently.
Can you? It's the same shit as
It's
Zan,
edible?
though, right?
I think it's close.
I remember when snus came out. My dad was a big tobacco chewer his whole life, right? And snus came out, and he's like, "What is this European shit?" He's like,
Yeah.
"I don't know about this."
Did it like piss him off?
He was like,
He's
well,
easily pissed off by a
bro,
lot
see,
of
here's
things.
the thing, like normal chewing tobacco, it's ground up tobacco in like a can, and it looks nasty, and it smells fucking nasty, and it probably tastes nasty, right?
It is
Snus,
gross.
It's like the packet, so it's like minty and like the packet, and like not all the grossness of chewing tobacco is just not there with snus.
Chewing tobacco is basically just like leaves.
When you, bro, when you have kids, are you gonna spank your kids, dog?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you, probably.
I'm judging you now.
But that's not beat. You said spank. You didn't say like abuse or like physical. Like you didn't say it was the way you used it. Like
You're gonna
spank.
hit. Are you gonna like physically hit your kid when they do something wrong?
You gonna give him a whooping? I don't think there's
I
anything.
turned out good, dude.
I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, I don't do it. I have a child.
How have you ever physically reprimanded Frankie?
Oof. I've wanted to.
Well, like, okay, so
But have you?
there's a physical reprimand can be a lot of different things. Like,
Sometime-
if you like chill, like if you put your hand on the shoulder, like, hey, stop.
No. We know what I mean.
No,
But
that's
no,
not
you're
physical.
talking about
That's
like,
not-
you grab
we
the
know
fucking
what I
belt
mean.
and-
If
you know what I
you're purposefully putting your hands on your child to like inflict pain, then That's what that is. But I think that so I will say that I have gotten frustrated with Frankie before. And I've I've done little things, and this was back when I was just getting used to the fact that I had a kid. So you have to make a conscious decision not to do that with your child. And it's hard, bro. Like, there's a reason why people have been spanking their kids for like.
I'll use Creed as an example. 'Cause Creed's basically my child.
Your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he starts acting up, I'll hit him with one of these like that. I'll be hitting that.
Mhm.
And he
Like
knows,
you'll almost hit him, but you won't hit him.
You just put the fear of God.
You know, that's a
into
way
him.
you can tell if the dog's been abused. You can like swing at them, and if they flinch, they get hit. But if they don't flinch, then they don't get hit.
That's not an abuse. He lives like a good life.
If you
Yeah,
like
right now.
if you like swatted at your dog, would he flinch?
Yeah, he would.
No, he would get like hype. He would be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
we playing?" But it's like it has to be. It's also like in the moment. Like if he's being bad, and I don't even know like what's an instance of him. This is bad for me. This.
Oh, you're on.
If he's being bad,
If he like eats your pillow or some shit, or if he destroys something, if he destroys something that like, if you were to tear open this couch while you're gone one day, type shit, right?
he'll do this thing like he starts to get really bratty, right? He'll sit there and cry in front of me. Like I'll be on the phone with clients. He'll sit there and be like, and he'll have like a ball in his mouth.
He'll be like trying to play.
I'm like, Creek, get the fuck away from me. And
That's
then
funny. He looked at you
just-
when you did that, dude.
Yeah, and he'll just look at me and be like, "All right, I guess we're not playing. Go sit down."
Mhm.
Maybe with my kid, I'm like,
Mm.
"Oh, fucking,
Bro, what?
Hold on.
fucking try
Just
me."
be like, hold on 1 second. Yeah.
Okay, we're like,
Yeah.
don't fucking.
I've been in meetings before where he's come up and he's like, hold me, I want to work. Because he knows that I'm like working, and he'll come home from school and I'll be at my computer and he'll be like, I'll be working and he'll be like, I want to work. I'll be like, I'm in a meeting right now. And I'll tell Dakota, I'll be like, can you get him, please? And she'll be like, Frankie, come here. I'm like, can you grab him? Like, I'm on the phone with my boss. And he'll be like, no. Like, he'll be like audibly like, I want to work. I want Gaga. I'm like, all right. So,
No, okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, in those situations.
All right, I know the perfect situation. Creed will look out the window,
Uh-huh.
and it'll be like little kids walking by,
Mm.
and he starts like viciously barking, and that's when I hit.
It's like the
And
shut
I'll be
the
like,
fuck-
are
Yeah.
you really about to go like attack some little kids that don't?
If
Like,
I open this, are
yeah.
we going to have a pitbull situation?
Yeah, no, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But low key, like, why are you getting bucked with little kids outside the window? I'll do that, but, and then he'll chill out, right? Turn me up.
I like having the mic in my. I like this.
Yeah, I like this.
It's nice to
aesthetic.
have
It's a
something
nice,
you
almost
can
said some
do.
sus
Talking
shit.
to, you know
It's
what I'm
a
saying?
almost
nice
said some-
aesthetic.
I almost said some sus shit back there.
What'd you say, bro? What were you?
I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, he likes having a fucking.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
having
it's
that thing in my
holding-
mouth.
I like
hold
having
something
a
near your
pipe in
mouth.
my.
Yeah, all
hand
right,
near my
all right,
mouth.
all
There
right.
you go.
That's crazy
That's
right
what
there.
you almost said.
That's nuts. No pun.
Anyway, let's roll it back. I also heard that P. Diddy was like touching rappers that he would sign.
What do
Oh
you
yeah,
mean?
that whole Justin Bieber situation.
Did you hear that?
What do you like? Go,
Supposedly,
give him a hug, give him an ass
people
grab,
like
what
the
was it?
new conspiracy theory is he fucking molested Justin Bieber because he had custody over him for 2 days, and those 2 days.
Wait, P Diddy had custody of Justin Bieber.
Yes.
Why?
Mhm.
When he was 15, so he could go to LA and record and shit.
Oh, so
And you have to
it's-
have parental.
And he's Canadian, so
Yeah.
like there's a whole like
You have to have like parental.
visa thing too.
Yeah, your
That's
parents
so
have to
fucking
okay
weird,
it.
bro. That's so
Yeah.
weird. Imagine being a grown man and being like, "All right, I want custody of this random Canadian kid so I can make him famous."
Imagine being a Canadian kid and like you
P
get picked.
Diddy's like, "I'm your dad now."
You get,
There's a video of him and Diddy, and like Diddy's like, "Don't you like hanging out with me?" And Justin Bieber starts like stuttering and shit. And they're and,
Oh,
and
he
all the
was-
conspiracy theorists like, "Yeah, he fucked
he
him."
was getting touched.
He fucked him.
Yeah.
They're like, "You see how he stuttered? He was getting fucked."
yeah.
Those are stutter fucks right there, dude.
There's
Those
a
are fuck stutters.
and then God damn it, dude, what was I gonna say? There's a theory that if like all the rappers that he signs are like they have to like service him. And I'll let the audience kind of use their imagination there, but
I mean, all right, if you're 15-year-old Justin Bieber, and P Diddy is like, "I want you to suck my dick, and I'll make you the most famous person on the planet," and then he does.
well, dude, I mean,
Was it worth it?
you gotta put it in context
Why do you
too.
think Justin Bieber's so fucked up nowadays?
Every celebrity's fucked up.
You got to put it in context.
Well, I feel
too,
like a
'cause
lot of them were sucking and fucking.
he was hanging out with Usher before he got the P Diddy too. Like Usher was like, I'm gonna make this kid my mini me. I'm not gonna put on any young black teens. I want this one.
I want this.
I want this white boy from Canada.
White Canadian.
Yeah.
This blonde hair, blue eyed white boy from Canada.
He's like, P Diddy's gonna have.
And we're gonna make the
field day with
worst
this
music that's ever been recorded,
one.
and then it's gonna become the most famous shit on the planet.
You got a favorite Biebs song?
Okay, I can't name one, but I know like if a Justin Bieber song comes on the radio,
I got one,
what is it?
but he's a feature. Maria by Travis Scott.
Okay, that's not bad.
What's that
He kinda
Justin
was
Bieber song? It's
stupid.
like "Picture Perfect, you don't need no filter." You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker.
He
was like,
he's a Biebs fan.
Make the worst music ever. There's that one song.
Dog, you gotta be aware of that shit to make an opinion on it. I know some
Hey, yo.
Bieber shit, bro.
There's one
What do
Bieber
you have
song.
to be aware of though?
You gotta listen, bro. Look,
There's that one song he does with Frank Ocean that I like.
listen.
What
dog.
song?
I
With
think
Frank Ocean.
if you like have never heard, if you look at an artist and you're like based off of their appearance or their demographic or the type of music they are or what other people say about them, I fucking hate them. You're a shitter. You gotta listen to the music before you're allowed to have.
So
an
you've
opinion.
you've made an opinion off the music that you've
I've
heard.
listened to Justin Bieber and I've got an opinion. Is
I
that
do
what you-
remember talking to Jeff. I chopped it up with him, and I was like, "Yo, dude, it's getting cold, Jeff. I need that shit."
Jeff, my head is chilly.
He dead ass. He was like, "You looking at my wife? You bet I'll fucking push you off a cliff just like I did Leo."
That was wild.
Hey, yo.
Dude, throwback.
Insecure little bastard.
Little. That motherfucker was jacked when he did that shit.
Dude, he's like 5'7".
I wonder how that
Yeah,
conversation went.
Jeff is little,
Bezos is like watching Elon launch
but
rockets.
Imagine letting Jeff
he's strong.
take you
now.
off a cliff, bro.
Dude.
He's probably got the billionaire
That's a-
like, physique, though.
What was that? Was it you that posted that chart with the heights,
No, I don't think so.
or was it
That
Ethan?
was me. That was me.
Was it you?
That was me.
Yeah, bro. He's on the lower end of that chart, bro.
Are we talking about the
Where
height?
it shows like the picture of the girl and the dude's height. That was perfect. This is a perfect chart.
I'll
Oh,
have to check that out, dude.
it's so
It'll be
funny.
on this podcast episode.
But,
The overlay of the chart.
Wait. Where's
Like
the
right
chart gonna be?
there.
Are we putting it like right up here?
Yeah,
We
right
can
there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Nice.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I want to circle back to P. Diddy, and the only reason I want to circle back is because it's a transition to my next topic,
Uh-huh.
where it was alleged that Will Smith and P. Diddy, during Will Smith's brief rap career, they were getting into some things. And they, interacted on a sexual level.
I mean, but Will Smith was a good Christian boy, though.
You say that.
No cursing in his lyrics.
Oh, dude, I remember that.
That poor bastard's
That's
gone
why he's
out.
getting whooped by
Bro.
Jada right now.
He's taken so many L's lately.
Imagine
bro.
fighting with a ghost, dude,
I've-
for your wife.
I've
And
never
losing.
I almost saw something close to it, but like the amount of L's that Will Smith has taken lately, bad,
He's just swinging at the air right now, bro.
bad.
So recently, there was a podcast clip that came out, and there was this best friend, like somebody that used to be really close to Will Smith, came on a podcast, and essentially, we can probably put a clip of it up, right?
We'll probably get fucking.
Yeah,
We can do pictures. I don't know about video. Right.
we might be able to do pictures, but yeah, basically, dude was like, yeah, man. And he rattled off a bunch of nonsense about Will Smith, about how Tupac had a baby leg in his pants and Will Smith had a pinky finger.
That was vicious. That was one of the most vicious analogies
And-
any man could make about another man.
And he was like, if you can't take a woman from a baby leg to a pinky finger and expect her to be cooperative. She gonna be looking for it. And he was like, and then basically the interview ends, and he's like, I mean, I walked in on Will.
Does that analogy make sense? Do you know what the
I
fuck we're
understand what
talking
you're saying.
about?
I'm just-
He said
Okay.
he basically was like, Tupac had a goddamn hammer.
Imagine slobbing on Tupac
Yeah,
and then
bro.
hating on Will Smith, who basically made your career,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you do. I don't even know why he was on that podcast or how he got to the. He was just what this dude
He
was Will
glazed-
Smith's best friend.
He glazed the fuck out of Tupac
and he
for
was
no
like
reason.
his assistant, and like Will Smith would take him around. Obviously, he would take him on. He would have him with him on film sets and shit.
Yeah, but Will Smith would be his boss, though, right? In that relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, and everybody eventually grows to hate their boss, right?
yeah. You could tell there was some big like jealousy
Animosity.
and hella animosity, very toxic. Because this dude was, this dude said Will Smith had a pinky on him, and fucking Tupac had a baby leg and they're both piping Jada. It's fucked up. It's fucked up to say. Even if the dude, like, this was supposedly Will Smith's best friend at one point. Or even if it's another random man, like, why are you saying that shit about another dude?
For free.
Why would
For
you
free.
know that? Bro,
And why would you know? Yeah,
I've
how
known
do
you
you know
for- Why would you know
Tupac has a baby leg?
Dog,
Yeah.
I've known you for
And how do
20
you know
years. I
Will
have
Smith-
no idea how big your dick is. And
Yeah.
let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's wild. Why would he know that?
That's a good point. That's a good
It's a
point.
great point.
I have a lot of lifelong friends, and I don't know what they're packing. I have no idea.
No care for it.
No
I don't
care.
care at all.
I don't want to know.
I think it's better that we don't know.
yeah, I think it's better.
You know, we all got like that silent agreement. You know,
I mean, shit. I
That'd
mean,
be
I'll
bad.
put my
Like,
shit
what
out
if
right
we
now. I
learn-
mean,
what if we learn that somebody in the group has the
Is now the
pinky?
time?
I think somebody definitely does have it.
You think somebody on our team has a pinky, bro?
I like how you said team, like we're a corporate. It's a corporate meeting.
Somebody in the crew, dude?
All right, team.
Look, we're turning into the fucking toxic.
Yeah, true.
Oh, facts.
We've become him, dude.
Leave it alone, dude.
All right, fair enough. But
But it's definitely Trey.
if it was me, I'd let you know.
Hey, yo, guys, by the way, me, Trey, my dick is tiny. You would say
I'd
that?
be right up. I'd be straight up
notify?
about it. Yeah, I'd be like, dude, listen, I'll say this.
Just send a group text out. Listen, guys, to report from my weekly dick measurement, I
No,
just would like to let y'all know that
I will say
I'm
that.
sub
Increased.
I will say that if it was freakish in any like if it was freakish on any side of the spectrum, if I was packing some shit,
Mhm.
I'd be like, yo, listen, I hate to be the guy to tell you this, but it's down there, dude. And if it was small, I'd say the same thing. I'm like, listen, bro, hey, I'm packing a baby carrot down there. I think that it's something to be proud of, what I got. Something to be proud of, but nothing to brag about.
As long as
We've
you're
talked
like,
about your dick for far too long, bro.
I get the work done.
as
I
long
was-
as you get your fix in, who cares?
I've created seed. I think I can retire. I can hang it up.
Hmm.
Mhm. Anyway,
I guess you are the only childbearing member of the podcast right now.
I've not bared. Wait,
Sorry, bearing is the wrong word. Child fertilizing member of the podcast right now. Egg fertilizing member of the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the interview not ends, but he basically like
Back to Will Smith and his assistant,
assistant.
sitting on him.
yeah. So the assistant puts a cliffhanger on this lady's podcast, and he's like, "Man, I remember.
What's the assistant's name? Do you know?
I forget. I
No one knows.
could not tell you with a gun in my
You
head
didn't
what that
say his
motherfucker's name
on
was.
the podcast.
No one cared what his
No
name
one-
was.
no one-
When
they
I
just
looked at the
cared about what
clip,
he was
I just
saying.
wanted to see what he had to say. I don't even know what the name of the podcast was or who the chick he was talking to is.
Oh my
There's a
God,
lot
bro.
of podcasts, bro.
There's a lot of podcasts.
You know how many people had the same idea we did? Let's sit down and talk to our friends and record it.
I think a lot of those people were like, we need to explain how awful women need to be treated. And we need to explain to guys out there why it's important to keep being shitty dudes. And I think that we haven't had that idea. So I think that we have a good chance of being a good podcast.
I
You know,
haven't seen any of those
No, I know what you're
podcasts.
talking about. It's the podcast where
I
it's
run
like,
into them.
That's
it's
crazy.
like 2 dudes and like 8 women on a podcast.
Yeah, for no reason, dude.
Oh, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking
and
about.
then
Now I'm
every
talking about
girl-
it. Now I know what you're
Every
talking
girl is like, I don't know, I like to do this. And the guys are like, do you like to suck dick? Well, you're a bad person for not
Yeah.
liking that. And then it just goes,
I told my neighbor recently that I have a podcast with two of my 2 good friends.
uh-huh.
And she was like, "Oh, you're one of those dudes that like just complains about women." I was like, "No." Specifically,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, dude. I swear to God, like I think 90% of dude podcasts out there are just people who like to shit on women.
I don't tell people that I have a podcast, dude.
I talk. About
I don't either.
It. I talk about it.
Like
We
we're-
haven't. I
We're
mean,
100 episodes deep almost on fucking the other show, Tanalo, and I don't talk about that outside of the frame.
You need to start.
you didn't let it grow organically, dude.
I mean, no,
That's
that's what I'm
fair.
talking. Like on Instagram and like the people that do enjoy the podcast and do listen to that, cool. But like my job, my work, nobody that I associate with outside of our friend group knows that I do that.
I think I've listened to a couple episodes. I think it's good enough for you to like start at least talking about it. Don't be that guy that's like, listen to my podcast, listen to my podcast, listen to my podcast.
No, that's not it.
But you can be like, if it comes up, like at that time we were at the bar, and you had that,
That was bad. That was a bad example.
yeah.
I appreciate the plug. That was just the wrong moment. That was the,
Oh yeah, I plugged it. I plugged
You
it.
plugged it.
In the
I
middle of
plugged
me
it.
fumbling, Darren's like, by the way, this dude does a podcast.
That
This
look
thing
that he
can't
gave
explain
you
to
after
right
you
now.
plugged it,
Yeah, he got mad.
he was like, "Hey,
I think I hit you with the hey, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah,
something
he
like
said,
that.
"Hey, yo, hey."
Hey, he said,
Hey.
nah. But
Yeah, so
the way the interview ends,
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I
Let's
know.
get this.
The
Yeah.
way the interview ends,
yeah,
the guy's like, yeah, man, I walked in on, what's the guy's name? Martin?
The Dwayne.
Dwayne. I walked in on Dwayne. He's like, God damn. I walked in on Dwayne killing Will, man. He was murdering him. It was murder in there. And she was like, when you say killing, what do you mean? And he was like, man, he had Will bent over the fucking couch, just straight killing him. It smelled crazy in there. He didn't say that, but
Yeah, it probably did.
it smelled
probably
crazy in
did.
there.
That poor bastard Will Smith, bro.
Ugh,
So many L's. That was uncalled for.
that's like the newest L.
Did you see the clip? That's the newest L.
That's the
been a lot-
newest L.
You see the clip? They asked Jada about it. She's like leaving this office building.
Dude,
And they're like, Jada, how do you feel about the allegations about Will Smith and Dwayne, whatever? She's like, we suing.
we sue it.
We suing. I was like, oh, yeah, that's probably like, that was like the best response.
That's probably the best
That
response.
was like
Yeah.
the best response.
But that adds like, I mean, if it's defamation, it's different. But if it's like,
That only lasted for like a day, though. Like the next day, nobody cared.
no one cared about it. They were like, damn. Will.
The next day was P. Diddy.
Literally the next day it was P.
being
Diddy.
a super villain. Yeah.
They need to do something about
And then
Will
it
Smith.
circled back because then I did hear about that shit with P. Diddy and Will.
Mhm.
Now nobody cares about any of it.
No.
We're in such a fucking fast, dude. It's society and like fucking news is so fast now.
The way the internet
You get a
has
day.
changed news.
You get like 18 hours.
That's it. That's it. Once motherfuckers get off work and they look at it, they're like, all right, cool.
If it's not like,
that's how it's always been though, bro. It's always been that way.
I feel like 2005, that shit would have got like a week.
I think the life cycle of this shit,
I should
Right.
Something
got
will
a watch.
happen. Something will happen that's notable, and it'll be popular for like 18 minutes or some shit, long enough for you to see it on Twitter, be like, oh damn, fucking heart or whatever, and then keep scrolling. And then like 2 years later, Hulu will make a documentary about it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they'll monetize it that way.
Dude, the fucking Diddy Chronicles are gonna hit, bro. That shit's on when that shit drops on Netflix. That shit's gonna fucking hit.
Dude, I remember the first
Surviving Diddy or some shit,
Oh,
bro.
dude.
It's gonna be fucking.
first
Is this a
Incredible.
hypothetical or is this a real thing?
It was a
It's definitely
hypothetical,
gotta be a real
but it's
thing,
crazy.
right? Okay,
It's
yeah,
crazy that you like
Yeah.
you might have thought it was a real thing
Dude,
because
well,
it's
no,
gonna
it could
be.
It
It's
could be.
going to be
The P.
like,
Diddy tapes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the
Yeah.
Diddy
The Diddy tapes.
yeah,
Puff Daddy.
surviving
It's
Daddy
gonna be like-
or
it's
something.
gonna be like the title's gonna be a sad picture of like an old Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I was on to P. Diddy's insanity months ago. Because remember, I posted that one video of him where he was just like, this motherfucker was like at his like Miami crib, bro, chilling in the back. Like he had like the infinity pool that drops into the fucking harbor of fucking Miami. And he was like, hey, this is to everybody that might be struggling right now. Never give up. I used to wake up with 15 roaches on my face.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit was
30
crazy.
roaches on my body, and I would get up, and I'm here today. Look where I live now. And I watched that video, and I was like, 15
Like,
roaches.
The comments were crazy.
I was like, that motherfucker had 15 roaches when he would wake up on his face?
Why would he say this?
Yeah, why would you admit
He
that?
say that?
I would never tell anybody
I
that.
remember the day I woke up with 10 roaches on my face and I decided then and there, no more.
Oh, he said, I will wake up with 15 roaches on my face.
bro, that's
That is
a lot of
crazy.
roaches. Like,
That's
can
a lot.
15 roaches fit on your face?
You got to
It's an
have something on your face, bro, because
It's an insane amount
Was his
of
face
roaches.
that dirty?
I've never woken up with one on my face. To have
They say,
double digit roaches is crazy.
They say we eat like 8 spiders in our sleep, in our lifetime. Like the average human
I heard it was like
consumes-
14 a year.
What the fuck?
I definitely do wake up some mornings with like a weird taste in my mouth. And I'm like, I definitely,
That was a spider. I ate a
I definitely
spider.
chop that one. Like it's like metallic.
My kill count's up.
My kill counts up. Protein in the morning.
I feel a tad bit stronger. Hold up.
Siri, add 20 grams of protein to my macros, please. I definitely caught one
20
last time.
grams.
I'm gonna try and climb up the side of my house.
I think that's definitely like prime protein, bro. A full spider.
A spider is not 20 grams of protein.
20 grams is like a lot more than a spider.
20 grams is a big ass scoop of that fucking protein powder that we probably in 30 years are going to tell us is bad for us.
That would
Dude,
be
everything's bad for
like
us.
a full baggie of spiders. would be
I'm
like-
probably getting like
It's
cancer.
a full baggie of spiders.
I'm probably getting cancer from this fucking mic cover right now. I'm probably inhaling microplastics as we speak.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Dude, I had
1,000%.
a conversation
What
recently.
would happen if I took the cover off?
You shouldn't, bro. Well, what's gonna happen is because you're gonna spit into the.
Just
fucking
take the
microphone.
cancer.
You know what's crazy that he like the way he looked at you when he said that too? He said,
You shouldn't.
you probably shouldn't, bro.
You shouldn't.
Well, no, like the little fucking droplets of shit coming out your mouth when you talk will get down in there and fuck up the mic.
You're gonna spit into that mic if you take that
You're gonna
cover
spit
off.
in that mic, boy.
Okay.
Facts.
All right, next topic. What makes a good party?
Okay.
It's a good topic.
Well,
Big booty hose,
no, listen. I think what you
shaking
actually
and clapping cheeks.
you need to have a girlfriend who has friends that are. So look, all right, look. You're planning a party as a dude. The like ratio is not always going to be correct. If you're planning a party as a couple, like when Ash and I set up parties, I got my friends that are dudes. She's got her friends that are like female, and this is always how it's kind of been. The ratio sort of evens out because she invites all of her friends that are girls. I invite all my friends that are guys. It's good. We all get drunk. We hang out. Everybody has a good time.
Good music.
Good
on
music,
on top of what Mitchell said.
good ratio, good music.
Yeah, the ratio is very important.
Ratio is important.
I mean, now, granted, I would love to get day drunk with the boys. If there was like, boys trip was a fun time. But
Yeah.
I do agree. Like ratio is important, but it depends.
Yeah, we're talking about a party.
It'll
though.
inform the vibe.
I
You know what I'm
think-
saying?
If the venue is a party, yeah, we need the ratio.
I think it's important that we specify what kind of party you're trying to have.
Yeah, so there's a
Because
couple
college parties, people just want to fuck. And that's the only way you're gonna get
or
people
get
to.
high,
Yeah, you can get high.
or get fucked up.
You can get high in
Well,
college.
it's a mixture of getting high, getting drunk, and fucking.
The only reason I ever went to
Or a
college,
college
the only
party.
reason I went to parties in college was to fuck. That's it.
But you're telling me you weren't partaking in any of the festivities?
The only reason that I drank or smoked was to get over my high anxiety because I was trying to fuck.
Every college party I was at, I was crossfaded.
That's
That-
crazy.
yeah.
I was never sober at a college party.
Never sober.
By the
I think
time I was like going to parties, I was already dating Ash. So I always just went to for the love of the game, bro.
Yeah,
Just
you
to
go.
get
You
drunk.
either go to get. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's to get drunk, high, or fuck at a college
I
party.
was just going to fuck. That's it. And then
If you're sober at a college party, that's like
you're a
red
serial
flag,
killer,
You're
bro.
a serial killer.
You're a
Yeah,
serial killer.
scouting out the
If you're-
prey or victims.
Yeah.
If you're serious, all right. If you're sober and you're having a good time at a college party, there's probably a lot of people that are sober that
Oh,
are just
fuck.
too nervous to partake in like what's going on.
Yeah, because he was sober at college parties. Not you.
No, he wasn't.
Not you- yeah, no. By the time I was going to parties, we were turning the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
We went to like, dude, me and Brandon would go to like raves and shit sober when we were in high school though, and that was weird because
Dude,
That's different.
I pulled this one crazy chick at a party. That Mitchell. It was like it's like the beginning of the Ash era.
Uh-huh.
It was just like random ass like Latina chick I was talking to.
Uh-huh.
I pulled her at one of the parties I was at with Mitchell. Mitchell was fucked up.
Oh.
was that at Ross's house?
No, it was at the it was in the same complex that pretty sure it was the same complex that Ash and Rach used to live in.
At the Edge?
Yes.
Ooh.
Was it in their apartment?
No. It
Was
was
it-
near it though.
Was it at the pool?
No,
that
it was
day
at
drunk
a-
pool party we had.
No, it was a different it was like a
Another
different
apartment.
apartment. Yeah.
Yeah,
I pulled up.
yeah.
I'd pulled up on you
Well,
guys.
because what would happen? I would go to parties, and parties would start to get lame. So then I'd start hitting my friends up, I'd be like, "Hey, come fucking help me save this," and
Mhm.
people would come through, and we'd take it over.
Yeah.
that was more than once that happened.
And yeah, then that's like Mitchell. The reason I'm saying this is Mitchell has been
Yeah, I got
Turning up.
experience, bro.
You are a party. You're like a heart. You're like a heart of the party. Because if you're lit, everybody else is getting lit.
Well, dude, the thing about it, man, I really, more so than anything, we're talking about getting high, getting drunk, and having sex, right? For me, at this point, I can do all of that. Like, I've done a lot of those things, right? Except for getting high. I don't have much experience doing that. But getting drunk.
Oh,
and having
I've seen
sex,
you high.
The one time.
I've
yeah.
seen you high.
I'm down
You're
to do
no
it again.
angel, all right, buddy?
Listen, no, I'm not saying that. It's just where I'm at now, though, bro. I just like hosting, bro.
I think it's nice when you get to a point where like I'm gonna have the hypest party I can,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna fund it, and we're gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna get Yeah, I mean, I think getting to that point is nice.
But what I enjoy, bro, like what I'm into is when I get people to come to a party that don't know each other and then they become friends, or like the camaraderie in the room. You bring a bunch of strangers together and then in 10 minutes we're all drunk fucking throwing ping pong balls at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, and then also if I'm hosting and it's appropriate to be hype, I like doing shit like shot o'clock and like
Dude.
making it all right. Like trying to subvert people's caution against drinking, because like that's the time to drink is if you're at a party. You know what I'm saying?
So we got social girlfriend to help coordinate,
Mm-hmm.
ratio,
Mm-hmm.
music.
Yeah.
Gotta have good beats.
Um,
You need food.
So
nah,
No, you
you don't
don't.
need food.
No food.
no, you
No.
don't.
I mean, you need liquor and alcohol.
I think if you're gonna do food, it's got to be low effort. It can't be like I went and baked everybody cookies, or not. Like that's a bad example. There will be times when people will like full fucking prepare.
You're
Be
thinking cookout. Cookout, there's got to be food.
Cookout. Oh, dude,
Obviously.
I love going to cookouts.
A good cookout, yeah, fire.
I love going to cookouts.
Good cookouts. A cookout's like the daytime
I
party.
think you're talking about Cookout the restaurant, and you're talking about Cookout the function.
No, I'm
No,
talking.
dude, I
we're
love
talking about
cookouts.
cookout the function.
Like Cookout, like you go to a party.
Yeah,
and
and
there's a
Yeah.
grill.
motherfuckers are grilling. Like
I've been
it's
to
shit
multiple-
outside, Yeah,
We're coming into our Cookout era right now.
Oh, dude,
we are. We
I
are
think
for sure.
we should
Yeah.
all.
For sure.
I think we should all be hosting cookouts.
We
think we
low
should too.
key have done. We have done cookouts before, but it's been on lower scales.
It has. It hasn't been on the same. 'Cause
That's
right
where
now,
I'm the grill master. If nobody knows
that's what I was
this,
gonna say. There's been times where you fucking grill.
I'm not
Like,
gonna take that from you because what you did in Gatlinburg was
bro.
different.
Gatlinburg, bro.
I'm not gonna take that from you.
I had to prove it.
Yeah, you
But
had to come
I had earned my stripes at the pool. We
Mm.
had so many times where we'd be at the
Yeah.
pool and just grilling
that
out.
was like the
Yeah.
proto Cookout. We go over to somebody's pool and grill
Yeah,
on like the public grill, and that shit was
it does.
fire.
I don't deserve that much credit. It's hard to fuck up a piece of meat on the grill.
This is true.
It's all about timing. You don't want to.
But I wouldn't. Don't take that from yourself either, because a lot of motherfuckers do fuck up meat.
I think that when it comes to cooking
Agreed.
on shit on the grill,
I know how
it's
to handle
less
some fucking
about
meat.
what you do and more about what you don't do. You know,
Facts.
there are ways to fuck up a steak by doing too much.
You touching it
Facts.
too much. You can't be You can't be handling the
You
meat
can't be
too
flipping
much.
it too much. You can't be like seasoning.
You
it
can
too
let
much.
all
You
the
gotta put-
liquid out.
Yeah, you gotta like. You can do too much. You can add too much.
You gotta. You gotta get your hands off the meat.
Yeah,
Save them liquids for me. Anyway, okay, so we never decided what kind of party we're talking about because
Well, there's like a house party.
no, I think we're getting to that point. I think it's
See, if it's like a house party, like a college house party, the way Ash used to describe some of the shit, she was going to these big parties before she was dating me. And she's been trying to capture that magic ever since. And we've gotten close, but we've never quite gotten there.
you have to have a spot that you're ready to fuck up.
So that's one.
This
What
is
she
true.
used to do is they would go, her and Rach and like some other people would go to these parties where it was like somebody's house. It was a rented house, right? And there'd be like 80 fucking people there. And it'd be like every room has a different pong table, loud music everywhere, lights are down, everybody's drunk as shit, going hard. And then as the night would go on, like just the energy would be really, really high. And then as the night would go on, it would just eventually kind of settle down to a place where, like, you know, when you get down to like the final 8 or 9 people or whatever, they break out instruments and just start fucking playing music. And that was the way they'd send off the night. And they just watch the sun come up, fucking hitting drums and doing crazy shit. And that always sounded really fun.
So a good party is girlfriend to coordinate. That is social.
these are
Right
things that you
ratio.
need.
You gotta have
Ratio.
the right. Okay, you gotta have the right amount
Music.
of alcohol and the right variety of alcohol.
Things
Okay.
that you need at a good party. A
Social-
party, just like for any party to be good, these are things that you need to have.
Social girlfriend
Mhm.
to coordinate. Ratio.
Mhm.
Music.
Mhm.
Location that you're not afraid to get rowdy in.
To absolutely
Or
fuck up.
an easily cleanable location. Like tile floor is easier than carpet type shit.
That's 4. Is music, I guess, instruments to end the night off?
That's just one example. But I mean, there's
So
gotta,
music is fine. I feel like
think
music is encompassing.
You need to. I
the
think
instrument
that's
thing is more
'Cause you
about,
can always
you
sing
gotta
along
have
to the
you have to have
music.
an activity, right? So
an
it's
activity
not
to end the
just-
night. Yeah.
It's not just that we're standing around drinking; it's that we're playing pong or we're fucking around on like a drum kit. or-
Activity.
There's gotta be,
yes.
like,
Okay,
something
facts,
that
'cause
you're
you do
doing
need
while you're drunk.
pong,
Yeah.
To
yeah.
taper
You
off.
need a game, a drinking game.
Yeah,
let's say
it- it's not like super serious, but it's something to do, right?
Okay, so you need a drink game because you need pong, flip cup, all that.
A thing for
And then-
people to stand around, Right?
And then an activity to end the night as well.
Not
Or we're
re-
saying this is the same thing.
that's kind of the same thing. Like just having something
Okay, so
like because it's
activity.
something to do while you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
But then also, like if you're at like a pool party, you don't need that because the pool is the activity.
Yep.
That's like another example, right?
Yeah.
Like, and for our parties, it's been jump in the pool at the end of the night. That's been the activity.
If you're having
Yeah,
like a
that's
beach
the
party,
You
game.
know what I'm saying?
Yep,
if you're having
yep,
like a beach party, walking the beach till the sun comes up is nice.
I think another thing about a party is something I do every time. I pop a 5-hour energy right before we start. Every time.
Dude, one time,
That's crazy.
y'all know how I did that movie Waves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we finished shooting at like this really, one of the fucking producers, quote unquote, had this like really nice beach house.
Mhm.
That's like where we finished the movie. And the final night of shooting, we walked down the beach for like 3 hours. We were just walking on the beach and it was like a fucking crowd of
Mhm.
And we were like drinking and shit and smoking and walking down the beach.
Mhm.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
Like that was like a nice, like,
That was nice. That sounds nice.
we like passed like a dead shark. There was like a dead shark that washed up. That was fucking crazy.
Not really a party, but just like the camaraderie. Is
Yeah.
good. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I went to this one party. It was at NC State. It was a Halloween party. And or was it Chapel Hill? That was NC State.
Chapel Hill has good parties.
Halloween party at NC State. We were in this frat house's backyard, like fucking like at least 100 people. And the cops pulled up.
Mhm.
I was like 19.
Uh-huh.
Fucking case of Coors. I had like this fucking. I was a normal dude. Halloween party, dressed in some jeans
Street
and like
clothes,
a long street clothes, and I was telling all the chicks I was like, I'm a werewolf. I had a fucking case of Coors, and it was somehow working. But this motherfucker Vinny, dressed as he wore a banana suit, like he was just
Hell
a
yeah.
banana. He was a
Hell
banana.
yeah, dude. That's the best
And
costume.
the cops came. They busted the party.
Okay.
They're shutting it down. They're making motherfuckers leave. And everybody was underage. We started hopping over the fence.
Mhm.
Mad easy for me, right? I told somebody, hold these cores, hop over the fence, toss the cores over me. I was good. So the fucker Vinny was blackout by this point.
We're talking in it to Venice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy how you fucking anyways put his handle
Wait,
out
beep
there.
that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
I was
crazy.
literally just trying to make sure we're talking about the same person here. All right.
And he tries to get over the fence,
Uh-huh.
gets caught on the fence.
Oh no, on his costume?
Yeah,
So he's hanging from
fit
the fucking
rips.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He gets over the fence, throws up all over the fit. We're gone. Like I'm gone by this point. I'd ran. I don't know where the fuck I went. And there's pictures of him from that night where he's out front. I forgot whose apartment he ended up going to. He's out front of their apartment on this tree, and he's just fucking. His fit's all ripped.
Oh my
And
god.
there's puke all over the fucking banana. And
Oh
he's
my
puking,
God.
And he just looks miserable on the tree.
Yeah.
That was a good party because of that story.
That's rough work.
And there was like 100 people there, and that house got fucked up.
That's
That house
rough
got
work.
trashed.
See for me, bro, you can cross a line where the party is no longer it starts to decline in quality. If you're actually tearing shit up, if you're causing actual property damage, that's a
Yeah,
no from me, dog.
That's
Like,
different.
If we're like flipping cars and lighting shit on fire, I'm out, dude. Like it's time to leave.
I don't want to be a part of that either.
Yeah, like it's
Weird how you get to a point like
other thing would be like hard drugs. I pulled up at a party one time and there was like 2 pounds of cocaine sitting on a table, and I was like, I don't know about this.
yeah, sketchy motherfuckers.
People are gonna start getting unruly on that, you know.
You
That's true.
experienced that a few times in college, but like, or a lot of times in college, but like, you
I liked
should post college. You shouldn't be seeing fucking mounds of coke on the table. You're in the wrong spot.
There's a time and a place for everything, and I think that after college, you should not be doing cocaine.
I don't.
I mean, you can not. You
I
can
don't
be.
think anybody should be doing cocaine anyway.
Yeah, cocaine is not good for anybody.
I've never done it
Yeah.
on everything.
I can't agree to that. I can't agree to that.
That's crazy. Dude.
You didn't know that?
No,
It's
whatever.
weird. It's weird how you get to a certain point. Like you turn 21, and the parties you're at are no longer getting busted by the cops.
Well, because you
Isn't
can't-
it
Even if
weird?
they are getting busted, like, I'm not going anywhere, bro.
I don't think.
people
I don't
on
think
average
like
calm down,
post
bro.
21, I've been at a party that got busted by the cops. So
Well,
before
dog.
21,
Oh
Like, it
my
seemed
god,
like
dude!
every
fucking party
that
I was
was
going
another
to was
cop.
getting busted up.
Well,
Yeah, and I was running.
You get smarter in the planning and like where you throw your party and like how you throw your party. Like, dude, we're in our late 20s now. That Halloween party that we threw would probably have been lame by like college standards.
No,
You know so?
no, I don't think so. You guys jumped in a pool.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, definitely
Well,
not.
okay, but there was
Beers
that
were
was
flowing.
like a 40-person party, and we're talking about like 200 people tearing up a house. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
That's-
a fucking frat house.
That's
like,
a frat house, dude.
Yeah. That's
Also,
not
like
every college
people
party.
yacked. There was
I feel like if
tragedy, romance.
there was a lot of drama. Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
That
that was a
So
great
fucking
party.
said
Holy
tragedy, romance.
I like how you phrased that.
That was a great party.
That was a good party.
People jumped in water. People got way too fucked up. People
Motherfucker
got,
had me freezing in the pool.
yeah, dude, that was a good party.
We had when we were planning that shit though. We put up signs like we reserved the clubhouse, even though you can't do that. We talked to the people that were like management. They came to the fucking party. Like it's like we had the connects and did the groundwork to make sure that there was nobody that would potentially call the police on us. And even if they had, if the police did pull up, we weren't doing anything illegal.
No,
All right, yeah. So the two big like red flags for me. If I go to a party and there's like anything like hard drugs, like harder than marijuana, I'm a little bit, obviously depending on what it is, you know, I'm a little sketched. And then if there's like property damage, I'm like sketched. You know
I
what
think that
No stogies, I don't respect them.
yeah, I think anything
As
outside
in
of like
cigars.
if
Yes.
you're smoking anything outside of tobacco and marijuana, you need to leave.
I mean,
Fucking smoking crack.
I think if somebody's smoking crack,
somebody's smoking crack at a party. It's yeah, dude. It's too. It's
you're
time-
going. You're at the
yeah.
wrong party, buddy. You need to go to a.
You need to go under a bridge.
You need to
at
go
the-
to an alley.
You need to go to the under the bridge party.
I'm not down with anybody smoking crack around me. That's gonna fuck my vibe up.
Cocaine isn't as big of a
All
deal
the
as I
way.
Your
thought it
face looked like there's so much pain as you were saying.
I just don't like. That'd be so uncomfortable for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. If I and I, you know what? You know
hey
what's
Mitch,
nice?
there's somebody smoking from a glass pipe out back.
That's what I was gonna say.
You want to go handle that?
You know how I know that we're in good circles? Because I've never been around anybody that I'm with now and a crack smoker has like, there's nobody that I associate with right now that is connected to a crack smoker.
I think we've
Oh, I
had
thought
like,
we were cool.
I think we've had people.
Wait.
I've
Where's all
definitely
the-
thrown parties of people that have like smoked crack before, but they didn't smoke crack at my parties, dude.
Where's all the dro at?
I guess that's fair.
Oh my god.
Where's the dro at?
For me,
Oh my god.
there's got to be dro in there. Yeah, nah.
Oh no.
Yeah, nah. But all this to say is that I think that number one, I think that you are very good at planning parties. I think you're a good party guy, and if I know that you're involved with it, the synthesis, I think that you're a good. I think that you're a good.
I like hosting, bro.
Yeah, you're a
You
good
throw
host,
good-
and you're a good.
You throw good
If you're
parties.
involved
Thank
with a
you.
party, I know it's going to be a good party.
It's because we got a good group of people though too.
Yeah,
We
dude.
got good friends to throw parties. Like it's easy to throw parties with our friend group.
Yeah, bro. I just wanted to glaze you up real quick before I roll into our next point.
Okay.
Do you want to explain what happened to you the last time we tried to shoot?
What in what way? What happened to me? Oh, yeah. I'll explain this.
Can you explain?
All right.
Can you explain?
I failed.
It's time.
I failed.
Can
I'm
you
gonna-
explain?
All right, look, this is an apology to both
It's
y'all.
time.
Anybody
Okay.
watching this right now, you might notice that we're talking to each other on microphones, right? And
It feels so good too.
it is nice. I like that we have our DAW set up. I like that we have proper equipment. We probably sound way better than we have in the past. Our last episode, almost unwatchable, even though the content was kind of okay. I think the video quality was all right, but the audio quality was so bad that I could not get immersed in the conversation.
Yeah.
So we're like, we need to fix this. I was like, all right, Darren, Trey, I'm bringing the shit to do microphones. We're going to do microphones. I came over here.
We
tried.
ordered 100.
Darren and Trey,
It's
you guys
something dollar
bought your
microphones.
SM58s.
I still want to see the fucking receipt, by the way.
Yeah, this motherfucker owed me money. I got my money though.
I want to see the receipt.
I got my money.
I'm glad you paid you back, dude. I was about to put you on blast for that if you had.
Yeah, right.
That's
right?
crazy.
This motherfucker.
That's
This
crazy.
motherfucker did.
That's crazy.
I had to
Anyway.
hit him up. I had to hit him up to get that.
I
money,
had
dude.
forgotten, bro,
mean,
because
no,
I
but
thought we
Yeah,
were
real,
boys.
real.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the facts here. Trey did say, when I get paid, I'll pay you back, and I'm assuming he did pay you back when he got paid.
I had to hit him up on payday.
You just had to text me, bro.
No, it was like 5 o'clock on payday.
I had forgotten
All
about
right.
it.
So,
But still, I got paid at 8
Oh,
a.m. that morning.
Yeah, real convenient that you
We'll come back
forget
to
about
this.
it. Real convenient.
We'll come back to
about
this.
my hundreds of
wanted to
dollars you
record an
owed me.
episode with actual microphones, like we're doing now. Hopefully, this actually makes it somewhere, right? I come over here. At first, I'm like, okay, we're running the microphones through Audacity. Anybody that doesn't know, when you record audio on a computer, you need software to record the audio, right? Audacity can only handle 2 microphones, and as you may have noticed, we have 3 people on this podcast. So that wasn't going to work. I bricked Darren's laptop trying to download software.
Several times.
Then Audacity didn't work.
Then he had the audacity to ask me how old my laptop is.
His brand new Windows 11 laptop.
$1,500.
Yeah,
Have you experienced issues with your laptop since I was fucking with it?
no.
Okay, good. I was worried about that.
That's when I knew that the blender had
Mitch-
started.
His
I'm
motherfucker
downloading
was like-
drivers. I'm like downloading random shit that's just like to support the audio thing. And I've done all this before, right?
He's like
it's-
rerouting all the file, like
Aggressively.
like all,
Well,
the,
no, like I
all the
gotta-
download locations on my laptop. He's
I'm in
like
the middle of
rerouting
like
everything.
setting this shit up, and his laptop just fucking blue screens and says a critical error has occurred, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
The fucker looks at me. He's like, "Yo, like, how old's your laptop?"
I
bro?"
did blame it on Darren.
Initially,
He's like,
bro.
"How old's your fucking
He said,
laptop?"
how old is this laptop?
I had downloaded like 2 different things, and I was trying to install some software, and it blue screens. And I look at Darren, and I was like, "What the fuck is up with your laptop?" Like I hadn't just been installing random.
That
shit on it.
motherfucker opened with aggression, bro.
It's
Yeah,
so
I woke up
funny.
and chose violence.
There's one point, like 2 hours into the process of trying to figure out how
Ooh.
we can get these
Yeah.
mics captured. Me and Trey are just talking, and Mitchell's like locked in, like on the laptop. And all of a sudden, Mitchell's like, me and Trey talk about some bullshit. Mitchell's like, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey.
Literally, bro.
And we're like,
Shut up.
we're like, what? You didn't even say shut up. You
Yeah.
basically said shut the fuck up, but you didn't say it.
You just said
You
some
used fucking
primal-
mnemonics.
primal grunts.
Yeah. And we look over, and Mitchell has the fucking. He's got the laptop like in his face, and he's like,
Well, because I was trying
He's
to
locked
listen
the
to a
fuck in.
tutorial video, and I couldn't figure out how.
I was
to
having
turn
a
the fucking shit
conversation
up.
with Darren, and I was like, we were just talking. I don't know what the fuck we were talking
what's
about.
going on here?
And this motherfucker Mitchell. We look
Okay,
over.
Okay.
Camera pans to Mitch. He's like,
If that statue was a laptop, yeah, I'm like holding it up to my ear like that.
me and Darren. He's just like, hey.
I look over at Trey. I was like, yo, did he just tell us to shut the fuck up?
Literally, we just kept on talking. and he
I'm
was-
watching a tutorial because I can't figure out why Darren's computer keeps giving me the blue screen of death when I'm trying to install software that isn't sketchy. It's literally the Scarlet Focusrite software. It's
And
what you
then
need
He was,
to drive.
he was
the
also
audio
doing that
interface.
thing like where you ask a motherfucker questions and they're so locked, they're not
They
answering the
didn't-
question.
He didn't
I'm sorry about
respond
that.
at all.
He
to
was. He
us.
was just wasn't
I was just like,
responding.
hey,
at all.
I wasn't saying words. I was like,
Hell,
I was like hand waving.
I was like, bro, maybe if you say something, we can
How-
help you out.
Yeah.
How old is this fucking laptop?
So eventually, the laptop is not the play. I fuck with the laptop for like 2 hours, and you guys are just like watching a football game or something at this point.
That motherfucker said this shit won't go louder. What? It's like, why is it so quiet?
I got the volume knob on the fucking laptop all the way up, and it's fucking whispering. It's talking about this volume, and I'm like, God damn it, bro! I can't get this tutorial. Darren and Trey are watching football and talking about fantasy. What the fuck? Anyway, so I'm getting
we were
pissed.
trying to break the tension, bro, because you were
I
you
can
were
tell,
going-
bro. I'm sorry.
you were entering a different
I feel bad when
era.
your mom walked in. She was being perfectly kind. Like, hey, anybody want cookies? And I'm like, I'm not even gonna.
Dude, I was wondering if he noticed that she walked in. Darren's mother
We were
walks
so
in
locked.
and she's talking about food.
She's,
She's
like,
talking
I got
about
food if you guys are hungry.
Eating the dog. She's asking Mitch how his family's doing.
And I'm just like, they're good. Shut up.
Neither of these motherfuckers talked to her, bro.
I feel bad, bro.
We were locked. We were
I was
trying to
locked.
I had never spoken to this woman before in my life. This was
Yeah,
the first
Trey
time I
had to
met her.
intervene.
And she was like, "Do you guys want chips? I got 2 bags of chips you guys can have." And
She was like, yeah, you know what?
nothing. I'm behind the fucking TV, so she doesn't see me. I'm like, "I'll have some chips." And she's like, "Oh,
you're back there?
yeah." She's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And then Darren comes out of the fog. He's like, "Oh yeah, you guys have never met before. Mom, this is Trey.
He's not
So-
fully black. It's okay.
Yeah, dude,
So we had moved from, I was sitting in this couch right here with a laptop trying to set up the software to,
it's a spurg mode, bro.
I had now moved to the desktop over there. And you were like, if you break my desktop, I'm going to kill you.
Oh yeah, that's my moneymaker.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, no. Tell him what you had to do. Like, tell him what conclusion you came to why we couldn't record on the laptop.
Because it was, what did I say? It was like, oh, well, fucking Windows 11 or something like
You,
that.
dude, you have Windows 11, and that automatically comes with a security system, so you don't need McAfee.
Motherfucker
Oh, yeah.
uninstalled all of my fucking security.
Antivirus.
Yeah, all my
McAfee,
antivirus.
For some reason, is blocking this driver, and I'm gonna delete McAfee.
I found a validated comment on the forums for Focusrite that said that you can't have McAfee installed with the Focusrite drivers because otherwise it blue screens your computer. And I'm like, oh, that's what's happening. Cool. Let's uninstall the antivirus.
I'm
You
no
don't need
longer
it.
protected when I watch porn.
You don't need it anyway, bro. You don't need it.
You don't need it anyway. You got Windows Defender. That's real. McAfee is a waste of money.
I think it's funny that like the security system on his laptop was blocking what you were trying to download. It was doing its job.
Doing his job.
And you were like, we got to get this fucking thing out of here. And then you were like,
Motherfucker was downloading
You-
fucking Trojans and my shit, dude.
he was like, there's some motherfucker named Sergey just driving a BMW around in Russia right now.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Your
my
VPN
security-
With,
social
your-
security
with your
number.
credit card.
Russian spies are using your laptop for computing power. No, but so fucking we go to the desktop, we download the same software. We had to get Ableton because I was like, we need a way where we can record 3 microphones at once.
Oh, that whole arc was so crazy.
God damn it.
That whole arc was so crazy.
Anybody listening to this podcast, this is not fun content. You guys are bored as shit right now, but I'm gonna tell you all about it anyway. You need to have a physical product that comes with an Ableton 11 authorization key if you want to use that software. Did Mitch know that? Fucking no. So I like download Ableton on your desktop, which takes fucking 3 hours. It takes forever.
Yeah,
then we
that
open
shit
up the
took
software.
so long.
There's
I
a-
was like, bro, my desktop, I'm fucking hardwired to my internet, bro. Like,
And that shit's still.
I have fucking i9. Like, my graphics card's good. I download shit so fast. Like, there's something wrong.
There was a problem. We
And it's
get-
because the fucking server was so outdated from where you download that software. Like, it took forever. Finally download it.
so
You can only do 2 tracks.
we open up the software. There's a big red box that says, until you authorize it, you cannot save or export audio tracks. That's a problem because we need to do both of those things to fucking make the show here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck, let's just authorize it. And I'm thinking we could just buy something. I'm like, fuck it, I'll spend $10 and authorize this bitch right now. So I buy a $5 app on my phone that supposedly comes with the authorization key. I got scammed. It didn't have the authorization key. So I'm like, fuck, bullshit. So then I'm like calling friends, asking if anybody has any authorization keys for Ableton Live Lite, while Darren is just in agony, sitting in his computer chair, watching this bar not load. You know, he's like, what have you done to my computer? Finally, what's crazy, after 3.5 hours of doing this shit, Darren's like, wait, does Adobe Creative Cloud have a digital audio workstation? And I'm like, no. Wait, let's Google it. We Google it.
That motherfucker, bro.
And of course, there is a thing called Adobe Audition, which Darren inadvertently has because he has access to the Creative Cloud that would have solved our problem from the very beginning.
Hours
Mhm.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
When we set up today, it took 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was quick as fuck.
We were ready to
Shout
go.
out Adobe. Sponsor us, bitches.
Adobe, please sponsor us. That'd
Hey,
be great.
bitch, give us money as
You
well.
fucking
Yeah.
rich bastards.
I remember thinking, Mitchell was literally like, we need to find a key. Did you guys get a key that came with the mics? Did a key come with the mics?
I'm digging through the boxes,
Scouring.
I'm throwing paperwork everywhere.
And I was like, what did you and Tanelo do? And he were like, oh, we just bought the $800 software. We just split it 2 ways. And I was like, at that moment, I said to Darren, I was like, bro, there's no way it's this hard. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many stupid
That was a
people.
great point.
I was like, bro, there's so many dumb people out there that have podcasts. There's no way they all spent $800 on Adobe.
That was a top 5 point you ever hit me with.
That's the only,
In that moment, I was like, wow.
that's the only
Trey's
like
making a fucking
that's the
Dude,
It's
only
making sense.
Yeah.
that's the only cognitive point that I had that whole time, bro.
yeah.
Because that's the only thing I had to add to that situation. I was like, there's no way it's supposed
Because
to be this
it
hard.
felt like all hope was lost.
Dude,
And then I got fucking sent a gift from the heavens, and it was like
The
Adobe
idea,
Cloud.
the idea to fucking plug in Adobe Audition. Yeah.
And I was like, wait,
What's crazy is that
does an
software.
Adobe Cloud have?
You click the download button, and I didn't even see a bar. It was
Yeah,
like,
that shit
downloaded
was
so-
quick as
I was like,
fuck.
this is a real fucking software.
that shit
bro.
was quick as fuck.
Not the fucking Trojans you've had me downloading.
That motherfucker Darren immediately said, you see what a real site looks like?
a real software. Yeah.
That shit is done in 2 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's
I don't
take
know
this
what the
moment to
fuck.
formally apologize to both of y'all for.
Fuck Audacity. Cocksuckers.
Yeah.
Your shit doesn't work.
Focusrite was giving you a problem too.
Pussies. Fuck Focusrite. That shit took forever to download.
Fuck Ableton 11 too. While we're at it,
Fuck Ableton 11.
why'd that download take so long? I don't know. Fuck Spotify while we're here too.
I was gonna say we should try FL Studios.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. Probably because FL Studios is ass.
FL Studios is ass, but
It's kind of the like base.
Did you do 3 tracks on that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We have a software that can do it though.
we're there now. We're there.
Yeah, we're
We
there.
made it.
We've
We're
arrived.
there, we're
We've
there.
arrived. So if anybody wants to start a podcast, Adobe Audition.
Yeah, put that.
You gotta put a little bread on it, but it's all right.
Put that out there.
If you don't got bread for Adobe Audition, you probably shouldn't be making a podcast.
Well, then you can't do Audacity. You just can't have more than 2 microphones.
Yeah, this is for like if you're running 3-man.
I don't know how the fuck those people that have like 8 women on their podcast. I can't imagine what kind of hardware they need to plug in 12 microphones. That's some bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
They probably just run all the audio through mono, honestly, because I've
Shit,
seen the
Audition,
production on there.
That gave us like, it was just like a fucking, it looked endless at the inputs.
I think it goes up to 16.
Shit.
But
you got
still,
more than
that's-
16. You don't need that.
Bro,
many
I could
people
not
talking.
imagine
a
having 16
conversation
people.
with 16 fucking people at the same time. Like,
Mm.
what is this? The UN? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Yeah.
That's a Senate meeting.
3 is already like this is kind of the max where conversations are like comfortable.
Yeah,
You got a 4th person, it'd be too much talking over each other.
Yeah.
dude, you got to be trained for stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta fucking know.
Yeah, because I mean, what they make it work on, sports.
We should do an ep like before a party. One time.
We should do an ep before a party.
We were talking about doing that before Halloween.
We should do it. Yeah, we were gonna do it before and after.
We didn't have with this equip now, bro.
Yeah.
This setup.
We'd have to
prepared.
get Audition on your laptop, but we could do it.
That's easy. Yeah.
No, but the reason that the main reason why I was like, I don't want to go out. I don't want you to pay for my drinks is because we were going to kind of like shit on you
That's fine.
for what happened. Like, I didn't want to.
And I deserve it.
I didn't. I didn't want to
Right.
put you in like a good guy light before because I would feel bad. But
No, that's okay, dude. Any animosity that you feel towards me as a result of the last time we tried to record an episode,
it's not
is
animosity.
fair and valid.
I just wanted you to like. I just wanted to address it. I've never seen that look in your eye before. Like, I mean, I've never seen that look in your eye before, and you were like sober.
Yeah.
Because that,
It's pretty bad when Dean comes out and there's no alcohol.
yeah, that was that was
Dean's
bad.
a
You were hollering.
that's a force.
Yeah.
Dean is a force.
There were no outside forces that were getting to you. And I remember like by the time we figured it out, you were like, all right, well, as much as I'd love to record, I have to leave now. So
oh
it's
yeah,
bad.
he was over it.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was over
Well,
it.
I can't remember what was going on, but I like had to be some. Oh yeah, we were going to a fucking bonfire that night.
yeah.
How'd that go?
It actually was pretty cool, dude. It
Word.
was. I mean, it was like older people, but it was still people getting drunk around a bonfire.
Those are always nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of the wedding. Did you want to talk about that?
Oh, dude. So
This motherfucker
Here
went through
we
something.
go.
I got invited to an Indian wedding, which was fucking sick. My friend who invited me, cool dude. I'm honored to have been included in this cultural event as a fucking white person, you know? I hit him up ahead of time. I'm like, listen, dude, I don't want to disrespect you or your culture in any way. Like, what do I need to wear? How do I need to act? Like, what do I need to expect? And we did a whole fucking briefing. You know? He's like, so Indian weddings, for anybody that doesn't know, if you get wedded, if you get married in like Western culture, normally it's like one day, right? You have like a ceremony and then like a reception, and then that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like you dance and party and shit kind of after that, but it's ceremony reception is the 2 big things, right? In an Indian wedding, there are 6 events, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce all of them because I probably can't.
That's a good idea.
But there's a bunch of like cleansing ceremonies for the bride and the groom. There's a bunch of like religious events for the bride and the groom, and then you also have like other ceremonies and other shit that happens. And the reason why it is because when you get married in Western culture, it's all about the bride and the groom. They're the main characters of the day. You know what I'm saying? When you get married in an Indian wedding, this is what I was able to kind of gather. It's not as much about the bride and the groom. It's about the family that's now joining the other family more than just the bride and the groom.
Yeah.
So Shakti's like, all right, bro. So this first event, they're going to be putting a turmeric paste all over my body to cleanse me. So everybody's got to wear yellow because yellow is the color of spring. Even though we're doing this shit in November, spring means renewal. So wear yellow. I'm like, cool. Do I wear Western clothes or Indian clothes? And he's like, whatever you want. Whatever's fine. Ash is texting Shakti's fiance, like, yo, what do I wear? Because Shakti didn't know about women's clothing at this event. And this girl gives her like the full rundown of like, this is the outfit you need to wear. This is the everything you need to do. So yesterday, me and Ash get up at 6:15 in the morning. We drive like 2.5, 3 hours to get to this wedding. We pull up. There's 200 Indian people at this house, right? I'm wearing a bright golden shirt, right? Ash is wearing like bright golden like pantsuit with like this other thing or whatever because we were told to wear that because it's the first event. You're supposed to wear yellow. Nobody is wearing yellow. So
That's torturous.
we're the only two white people there, and we're the brightest motherfuckers in the whole crowd. So we walk
That's
up,
horrible.
and I don't see obviously I don't see anybody. I don't know anybody at this thing. Shock T is like somewhere. And it's just his family. Like his fiance, who we also would know, isn't there either. So it's like 200 people that are just his family and community, all Indian, all giving us the side eye as we walk up.
These what motherfuckers?
Yeah. So me and Ash are standing there, and one of the guys walks up to me and is like, "Oh, all the women go inside." So we pull up, and they immediately separate me and Ash. And I'm like standing out here, and I'm like,
yeah, that's rough.
I'm like, hey, yo, what do we do?
So not only are you like a fish out of water, you know, you're the minority, and you've been separated from your one like
the one person I know who I could talk to at this thing, Ash, the person that came with me,
yeah,
who also is out of place.
Yeah.
Now she's inside, right?
Yeah.
From her point of view, all the women were inside, like doing something. She goes in there and she told me that they all at the same time stopped talking to each other and turned and looked at her. Because she was, I guess, dressed inappropriately because they're all super conservative and like.
So what
were they wearing? Yeah.
Where was the disconnect? Like, why were you guys in yellow and nobody else was?
Bro, I need to fucking talk to Shakti about this shit. I'd be like, what was actually going on here, bro? Like, because we kind of it felt like
you kind of fucked us, bro.
So what happened after that?
So I got to a point. I texted Matt. I sent him a text message. I'll read this text message to you, dude. Hang on.
Trapped with these fucking
dude.
I was standing. I'm standing in this front yard, not talking to anybody. People are talking to each other and looking at me, and I'm like,
they didn't even have like food for you or anything like that.
Well, not yet. We did eat some food there, but not yet. I said, okay, dog, Ash and I are at Shakti's, I think it's called a pithy right now. I was told to wear bright yellow. So was Ash. I'm wearing bright yellow. Literally nobody else here is. And we are getting looks. I'm about to abort. That's why I texted Matt 3 minutes after we got there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm standing by myself. So I'm standing in the front yard, and this guy comes up and starts talking to me, and I'm like, small talking, but he's just trying to figure out who the fuck I am. He's like, oh, so how do you know Shakti? You know? Like, oh, yeah, we went to college together. And he's like, oh, okay. And he turns around and walks away, you know?
He went to high school with us too, right?
No, bro. Shakti was Joe Fry's roommate in college, and that's how we met him.
At UNCC?
Yeah.
Where did he go to high school?
Raleigh somewhere.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He's a college friend.
So you never saw Shakti?
We did eventually see Shakti, but I didn't see him for the first like hour we were there. So for an hour, bro, I'm standing in this front yard by myself in a crowd of people. Just not doing anything.
What was everybody
scrolling my phone?
What was everybody wearing? Were they wearing like the traditional Indian
like
garb?
Business casual. No, dude. Some people were wearing like
like
kurta. Some people were wearing those, but a lot of people were just wearing like a button down and like slacks and shit, dude.
It's like an IBM.
So are you guys going back to any other events?
You got to.
Bro, we spent money on outfits, dog.
Are you going through 2 through 6?
We spent hundreds of dollars on official Indian garb to go to some. So yeah, we got plane tickets to go to some of these other events.
Where are you going to fucking India? Where's the plane?
Dallas, bro.
Dallas.
Dallas.
Oh, that's where PK lives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell him you're out there, bro.
Yeah, I'll hit him up, dude.
Yeah, hit him up.
Claus is just out in Dallas.
He's I mean, obviously he's down with the set, but like
now it started out really rough. Like the first 2 hours, this thing fucking sucked. But as the day went on, it did eventually get a lot better. You know, like
Day. How long were you there?
We were at the first event for probably about 3-4 hours. Then we went. Showed up at Matt's work, and like I went and checked out his new house.
Word.
And, me and Ash went and got coffee and killed time, whatever.
Word.
That night we went to this thing called Mindy, which is like a party, but really it was just like a big dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Indian food, bro.
Oh, it bangs.
Fucking fire, bro.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh my god.
They use so many spices. There's so much flavor.
I want
this shit called dosa. Like I think it was
so
like
good.
DOSSA, and it was like this batter they would put on a big flat iron, and it would cook into like a tortilla. Like it was like imagine like a really skinny pancake, but it came out like a tortilla, right?
Yeah.
The shit was fucking delicious, and then they would put this shit inside of it and then wrap it so it kind of folded over like a taco, and it's got like filling. Then you dip that in curry and then eat it.
Yeah, them boys be chef.
Oh, they be
bro.
chefing. It's so good.
Well, them women be chefing.
Dude, there's this one.
Dude, if you have an Indian friend, bro, they mom has been chefing, bro. Their
I
moms,
remember.
they be in that
Dude.
kitchen bussing.
The first time I went over Vinland Saga's house,
Who the fuck is? What are you saying?
Vinny.
Why would you say?
I thought we were being secretive
Bro.
about his name.
Vinny,
What
dude,
the
I can think of
fuck?
nothing more opposite than Vinny than the Vinland Saga, the Scandinavian fucking anime or
When
whatever.
did you go to Vinny's house?
Dude, I know that you forgot about this, but me, you, and Vinny all got high in his backyard.
I remember this.
And
I
we
remember this.
saw,
Oh yeah, I
what did
remember
we
this now.
see?
It was Batman. Is that when we took the edibles too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Batman.
That's gonna sound weird when you hold the mic like that, by the way, bro. It's gonna be
It was Batman.
Batman.
It was Batman.
His mom, he's like, oh, my mom made curry it's in the fridge. I was like, Vinny, I'm about to fuck that curry up, bro.
Mhm, we fucked that curry up.
I said, Vinny, I'm about to fuck that curry up. And he was like, I don't know, dude, it's kind of spicy. I was like, Vinny, give me the fucking curry right now, bro.
I feel like they have to make that disclaimer to everybody because
Yeah,
like,
they
you
gotta
don't
tell you.
understand Indian spice. Like
And-
that shit will clear
Dog,
your
one
sinuses.
of the things I ate at this thing, they deep fried these fucking chilies or like these like peppers.
So good.
And we were sitting at a table. We did eventually make friends. I met this this elder Indian couple decided to be, have mercy on Ash and I and just started hanging out with us the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling us all about this stuff. Because like
Mhm.
I'm, white guy, I don't know shit about this food. And I'm just
Yeah.
asking him out of curiosity. I'm like, yeah, so tell me, like, what is this?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, don't eat that. Like at one point he's like, yeah, you don't eat that. And then Ash is like, eat it. And it's like this like fucking pepper, right?
Yeah.
So I ate the pepper.
Oh, you were fucked?
I shouldn't have eaten the pepper.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
My
should've
fucking
fucking-
body turned red. Bro.
Yeah,
that shit
dude.
fuck
Yeah,
you
like-
up. That shit fuck you up.
Shit'll
There's this-
fuck you up.
There's this one dessert, and I'm probably going to fuck the name up, but it's like donut holes and like straight up just
They had
glaze.
those. Yeah.
It's called a gulab jamun.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
They
dude.
had those there, bro. The guy was like, yeah, it's like white people donut holes, is what he told us.
Oh, dude. This place next to
You were eating good as
Bro,
you were
fuck.
eating good.
we were eating good, bro.
Damn, I
we
wish
were
I would have
good.
went. Yeah.
All of the awkwardness from the first part of that day was made up for when we were at dinner that night.
Eating
and
that
the food was
goddamn food.
busting
Yeah,
it,
Bro.
dude.
yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been fiending for some fucking. And I know it's not like
I'm
traditional.
I'm like, dog, I want to go find a good Indian spot in Charlotte.
There's
There's-
a new Indian spot. Y'all ever been to Toyama's?
No.
Well, yeah.
Oh, Toyama's.
Toyama's is like hibachi, though, right?
There's an Indian spot that just opened up right next to it.
Okay. I thought you were about to
Ooh.
tell me Toyama's is Indian food. I was about to,
The way you did
No,
phrase that was weird.
I just went to Toyama's, and next to it, I saw that the Indian joint had just opened. I was like, all right, that's my next spot I'm hitting.
I used to live in university. I would go to we would go to Passage to India. Like,
Passes India's fire.
fuck, dude.
Very good.
Oh, dude, that's one of the restaurants that, like, after COVID, they're like, we're not going back. We're not going back ever.
Why?
Oh, dude, like, I love Passage to India. I would give my right arm to just have it, like, right next to me.
Yeah.
But Passage to India, like, COVID happened. They closed off the dining room, and they made it so that way the entrance is, like, where you stand. A person comes out. You stand in this little box, and they're like, what's the name? You tell them your name. They run away. They come back, and they're like, here you go. And you pay for it, and then you leave. But before, it used to be a restaurant where you could go in, sit down. They had a buffet, everything. But after COVID, they're like, we're not fucking going back to serving you creatures, bro. I bet it was just like a bunch of drunk college kids that went in there. But after COVID, they're like, you're not fucking coming in here no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, I remember like this family pulled up, this Indian family pulled up. And they were like, oh, is the wait bad? I was like, you're not getting in there. And they were like, what do you mean? We drove all the way from South Carolina. Like, we love this place. And she's like, yeah, I went to college here. Like, I love Passage. I was like, I love Passage too. But after COVID, they shut the dining room down. You're not getting in there. And they were
It's
like,
takeout only.
it's takeout only. And they were like, she was like, I know the owner. Like, we can definitely sit down in there. I was like,
All right.
all right. Bro, they got into the biggest argument. Like, with the lady. So like there's a line leading in the passage, right? And there's a dude just like sitting there at the thing, and he's like, "No, we're not doing dine-in." And she was like, "I drove all the way from South Carolina," and he was like, "Okay,
I'm dining in, bitch."
yeah." He was like, "No, you're
Sitting
not."
down.
Yeah, no, you're not. And he was like, "You can eat still, but."
I made a white man's mistake one time at an Indian spot. I had been eating at my boys' spots, and they're Indian, and their mom was chefing, and like obviously it wasn't spicy night at the crib,
Yeah.
but to me that shit was spicy.
Oh my god.
And I was
dude.
like,
let me stop you there, bro. The biggest problem that I was having was that I wanted to eat more food, but I couldn't because my mouth was on fire.
yeah,
yeah.
and so I'd be going to Pound Town over there
Oh my god.
and
dude.
just crushing that food,
Uh-huh.
and then like one day I was just solo at this Indian spot, and I ordered some fucking like, I think it was goat curry,
Yeah.
and they're like, "How do you want it? Do you want it hot or regular?" I was like, "Give me it hot." They're like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "It's Indian hot," and I was like, "I know Indian hot."
I've been
I
around
was
your
like-
people a lot. You
I
can
was
fuck
like-
with me.
I was like, "Trust me, I know Indian hot. I can take
In
it."
that moment,
So I ordered my food. I got to go.
Uh-huh.
It was like after, and I had just ripped a really good gym session. I was
Uh-huh.
like, I'm about to eat this fucking goat
I'm about to go
curry. I'm about to make
crazy.
these fucking gains. It's gonna be a good fucking day. And I get back to the crib. I got me got like a fucking iced tea, cup of iced tea, and I got the goat curry. And I start digging into it, bro. And I'm like, oh, this shit is busting.
Uh-huh.
This shit's so good. And like I'm like 3 bites deep. And all of a sudden, bro, like my stomach is on fire. My mouth is on fire, bro. I can't even think straight. And I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know Indian hot. I truly did not know Indian hot.
Oh my
you know what
god.
I want to do, bro?
Dude, I could feel my intestines burning.
How long
like-
did this last? How many hours?
It was like a 30-minute, like, I'm in pain. I kept trying to eat it too. I was like, fuck
Did
it.
you finish it? Or did you have to
It-
throw
I
it?
that's-
spent like $20. I got a
That's
good
the
fucking
worst
meal.
feeling, bro. When like you want it, but you can't handle
And I was
it.
like, it tastes good, but I just can't fucking handle
You
it.
can't handle it.
We should
And
start
I
an
got
episode someday.
destroyed.
We should all go get some fucking like hot sauce and do a hot ones at the beginning of one of these episodes.
I'd love
I'd
to
be
do
down. That's a good
that. I'd
idea.
love to do that.
That'd
Yeah.
be sick, right? We
That's
go
actually
get
a great
some
idea.
fucking crazy hot sauce and just see what happens, dude.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, like some fucking like Carolina Reaper type
Yeah.
deal, bro. Start
Go
fucking
to the fucking
hallucinating,
Pepper
dude.
Palace.
I'm sweating, seeing shit.
My uncle grows those in South Carolina.
I wouldn't trust it.
That motherfucker also does moonshine. He's blind in one eye.
Yeah,
So I'm not eating none of that shit, boy. Hell no. He's like, hey man, I got some more I got some more peppers.
You're like, hey, can you see me now?
This
see me over
I
here?
got some new peppers. This batch is crazy. This batch is crazy.
Hey, yo.
I said, yeah, Uncle Lee,
Uh,
how's that cataracts doing? I think it's getting worse.
isn't it that, like
Scoot to your right a little bit,
Yeah.
young man, so I can see you.
That motherfucker,
It's
bro.
enough alcohol that it attacks your optic nerve, right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
That shit's
And
like,
he-
all right, the liver's not enough.
Your body's like, send it to the head.
He thinks
Send
it's
it
a
somewhere
cataract.
else.
He thinks it's a cataract, but it's not a cataract because his doctor was like, it's not a cataract. Your eyes fucked up from all the fucked up moonshine you've been drinking.
Yeah, you torched it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, it happens.
Yikes.
But
Poor bastard.
I went to this place called Curry Pot or Curry Corner or something like that.
I think it's curry pot. I think I know this spot.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like not in university, but anyway.
Definitely curry pot.
I fucking called that motherfucker, bro. And I said, I want some garam masala and I want the fucking garlic naan.
Yeah, see, you motherfucker, we be getting too comfy.
Oh my God,
we get
dude.
Too comfy. We think we understand them. We don't.
you learn the words. You're like, I
Yeah.
know what none is.
He already
Yeah.
he already knew, bro. He already knew. I said,
I know what Indian hot is. I know it.
he's like, how many pieces of naan do you want? He said, like I know you're not Indian, bitch. Like I know. And I
Trick
was
question.
like, yeah, bro. And he's like, I was like, give me 2 pieces. I had a little bit of the accent coming
That's
through
such
me.
a conservative, like.
Dude,
Of course, they would have 2.
dude, like it's like so an order comes with 2 and I was like, give me 4. I want 4 of them bitches. So and I had the accent coming through me too because I was feeling it. I was like, I'm gonna get the spicy shit.
Give me 2 pieces.
Give me 2 pieces. And
Damn.
and he was like, "Do you want a dessert?" And I was like, "Give me the gulab jamun."
Are you doing the head?
Yeah, I was doing it over the phone, bro. I was feeling myself. I was like,
Oh my God.
"Give me the gulab jamun, please." And he was like, "All right." He was like, "All right, your total's gonna be like 42.50." I was like, "Very good."
I
And
don't want the glad one.
And then he was like, "How spicy do you want the?" He's like, "How spicy do you want the garam masala?" And I was like, "How do you like it?" And he was like, "I like it pretty spicy. It's my grandma's recipe." I was like, "Brother, crank that shit up." And he was like, "All right, listen."
There's no way this is a real.
No, listen, bro. I swear to God,
There's
no.
Making this shit up. And
He's
No,
making this
you're
shit up.
right, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I was in another place because I was feeling myself.
Where? The audacity of you even
Literally,
telling the story.
I
bro.
had the audacity back then, bro. And
All
I
right,
was
so
like,
then what happens when
So
you eat it?
you shat out of your mouth.
I was like, listen. I told him straight up. I told him straight up over the phone. I was like, listen, I have some melanin, okay, and I've had different curries before. And I'm ready. I said, give it to
I'm
me.
ready, baby. I'm
I
ready.
said, give it to me.
Baby,
listen,
I'm ready.
I'm not white.
I'm not
I
white.
hate on my spice. Yeah.
I got some melanin. I'm a person of color, and I just want to try it. I've had
I've
curries
struggled.
before. Yeah, let me feel it, brother.
Let me send it. I can handle.
Give me the fucking curry. So. So he was like,
He sprayed fucking cider all over. Okay.
So he was like, all right. So I get there. I said, ordered it for James. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The moment I walked into that establishment, the whole accent fell out of me.
Humbled.
I was humbled. I was like, because the air was spicy.
And they be looking at you too.
They really do be looking at
They
you.
be like, all right.
I said, order for James. Bro, I get back to the crib and I crushed that too. I ate it all. I ate it all.
Mhm.
But it didn't hit me till like after. I'm sitting on the couch.
You had the slow burn.
Dude, I'm sitting on the couch and my stomach went.
Oh.
That
You're like, no.
shit was.
This can't be good.
Dude, I was watching like, I don't know. I can't remember what I was watching, but I went to the toilet.
Hour and 30 minutes.
Butt ass naked, bro. I was butt ass naked, socks, shoes,
Sweating.
shirt, pants, everything off.
Those are
Bro, literally.
that'll make a man out of you.
I was sitting on
There's no way. Trying to get this shit out.
grabbing my
This
ankles,
is
bro.
fucking yo, dude. I've done that before. I've done that. Dead ass.
That's bad when you're taking
I-
a shit.
Oh,
you
it's
just
bad.
grab your ankles, dude.
Sweating, bro.
Dude, I'll do this shit. I'll like when your stomach is just like it's like fucking cramping up and shit just because you're getting fucked up, bro. I'll do this shit where I just I'll lean over a little bit and I stare into the void. I'm just like, all right, this is my life now.
Dude,
Start drooling a little bit.
my
Get those-
sweat was spicy, bro. I had,
Yeah.
it was like a Gatorade commercial in there. My sweat was red. Shit was coming off of me, bro.
I'm glad that shit hit me quick. I couldn't finish that whole fucking plate.
It snuck up on me, bro.
But like, dude, dead ass, my innards were burning.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, how do they do this? And my boy Vinny will tell me, he'll be like, bro, it's just like, you ever hit the sauna? I'm like, yeah, I hit the sauna. He's like,
Mhm.
that's what it's like with fucking, like if you eat some real like Indian food,
Mm-hmm.
like when your parents aren't cooking for somebody else, like when they're cooking for the ancestors, bro, like that shit's like taking a sauna and you just get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, y'all motherfuckers are built for fucking,
they're dealing with something
y'all
different.
are durable. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all, dude, y'all got
They're
some,
dealing with something
bro,
different.
like,
You know how camels like eat cactuses, like raw?
you could weaponize their fucking stomach
It's
acid,
like that,
bro.
bro. I'm not about that life. I
You
can't
take
do
one
it.
of them motherfuckers stomach acid, bro. You're taking out a fucking army with that shit, dude. They're built different.
Yeah, bro. I can't do it. Shout out to all the Indian folk out there.
Great people,
Great people.
Tough motherfuckers.
Oh my God, bro.
tough motherfuckers.
And a beautiful culture too.
After watching
Yeah.
Vinny recover from that one night, dude,
Oh my God.
I was humbled.
I took a, dude. I evac that motherfucker. I woke
That's the
up
first
at
time I
like,
met him.
Nah, bro.
I woke
Darren was like macking, bro. He's like,
Oh, you were.
Vinny is
dude.
dying. Me and Brando were taking care of Vinny.
I was at that party. I met.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
were
night
there.
I met Vinny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vinny was macking too.
That's the
He would have had success,
Oh,
bro.
dude.
He was set up to win that
Yeah,
night,
he
bro.
was winning.
the girl that came immediately to his aid was that Dora.
Yeah.
Yes,
Dude, I was playing ping pong ball with I was playing beer pong with somebody.
Motherfucker just said ping
I
pong.
know, my brain.
Ping
Dude,
pong ball.
I was literally, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I was setting up for the shot. And this motherfucker Vinny comes over, doctor outfit. He's like, "Hey man, are you Trey?" I was like, "Yeah, dog, what's up?" And he was like, "Bro, I'm one of Darren's friends. He talks about you all the time, dude. He says you're real cool, dude. It's nice to meet you." And I was like, I fucking missed it. I was like, "Fuck, yeah, dude, what's up, man? How are you?"
He tried to be. Yeah, I'm Trey.
You're trying to.
I did. I tried to show Vinny that I was a top 10 motherfucker.
Mhm.
But I missed, and I looked at Vinny, and I was like, "What's up, bro?" And then that motherfucker Vinny just like face plants in front of me.
Yeah. Well, dude, I was called to this. Like, I'm doing something else. I'm talking to somebody, and somebody came up to me, grabbed my shoulders, like, "Hey, we think Vinny's dead." And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? I like zoom
It's
out.
crazy how nobody came to me.
Bro,
Dude, you're sitting on the couch. Vinny is laying.
you
on
were
the ground.
macking, bro.
He is
You
a
were in
corpse.
depth.
He is laying
I think
on the floor.
nobody came
I
next
think
to you.
I think you
Nobody
saw
came
him
to you.
fall and
He
you
was
didn't do
right
anything.
there. You're right there. He was right there.
I think
on
you
the
saw
fucking
him
ground.
fall and you didn't do anything.
I
You
did.
saw in your peripheral vision. You saw that motherfucker go down. You were so horny.
I think he fell in front of
You
you.
fucking didn't watch your friend die in front of you. Nobody told you. Bitch, he was beside you. What do you
Nobody
mean?
told me, bro.
What do you mean, bro?
And then
he threw up on the couch you were sitting on.
That motherfucker knocked
What do
over
you
the
mean
entire
nobody
ping pong
told you,
table, bro, in the midst of talking to me.
I
Holy
was
shit.
I was notified. I was notified.
You were notified.
I had got up.
I didn't think he actually knew you because I just walked away. I was like, "Yo," and I left.
I was notified by like Dora or something because I saw him like hanging on Dora's shoulders, and I was like, "Oh fuck, something happened." I got up. I go to Dora. I was like, "Is he good?" She's like, "No." And I was like, "Yo, Vinny, you all right?" And he's like, I was like,
That
"Oh, he's not
motherfucker
okay.
was
He's not
out.
Motherfucker was throwing up black shit.
And then she's like, "Vinny, come on, we gotta get you to the bathroom." And she took him off her shoulders, and this motherfucker like fell into the wall. I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" And I took him. I was like, "Come on, Vinny," and we went into the bathroom.
I left.
I was like, "All right, you're sleeping here." I was like, "This is your new home." Like I said that, and I put him in front of the toilet. And this motherfucker went fetal position and was like hanging onto the toilet.
We ended up having the toilet wasn't an option.
He was like throwing up into it, and then he would go back to laying at fetal position. Then he went to
It took
throwing up.
everything in him to hold himself high enough off the ground to throw up in the toilet. So the solution we came up with was we draped him over the bathtub. So he just face first in the bathtub. You know what I mean? And he's just like throwing up into the bathtub, getting puke all in his hair and shit. Because
That's awful.
it was bad.
I didn't know he had puke
Me
in
and
his
Dora
hair.
and Brando, I sobered up, dog. I was
Bro.
shots deep, and I sobered up to take care of this motherfucker.
That was I met Vinny right before he like blacked out. Apparently, like literally, he used all his strength introducing himself to me, and then after that, he just shut down like a Windows laptop.
Bro, he blue screened, bro.
Dude, he blue screened.
I woke up.
Do.
I woke because I didn't even plan on fucking staying at your spot that night. But I was like, after I saw what happened to Vinny, I was like, oh, I'm getting fucked up tonight.
Yeah,
And then I was like, I'm macking anyways.
full tilt.
So I went full send. I woke up at like 6:30, bro. Like the sun was coming over the horizon.
Mhm.
And like I did the whole like, where am I? Adjusted, fucking calculated what was going on. I remembered what happened the night before, and I was like, all right, I gotta find Vinny. I went to
You
the
got that
bathroom.
motherfucker and you
He was
got
not in the bathroom. I was like, where the fuck was he? He was laying in front of where I woke up in the first place. I just had overlooked him. I was like, oh fuck, he's over here. So I was like, fucking shaking. I was like, Vinny. And he's like, I was like, we're getting the fuck out of here, dude. I'm getting you home. And he was like, oh, he was watching his friend's dogs. He's like, I gotta get over there. I'm watching
Oh,
dogs.
dude,
And I was like, all right, I'm getting you there, bro. Don't worry, I'm getting you there. And it's like, all right.
you're a good friend.
I picked him up, got him on my shoulder, walked into my car. We got to my car, and I'm fucking zooming, right? And he's like, stop turning so hard. I was like, oh fuck. And I looked, and I was like, what do I have? Out of random trash bag. I was like, you throw up into this.
This is yours.
And he was like, how'd you?
Dude,
And I was like,
I know.
just fucking
I've
throw
been
up,
there.
just throw up.
I've
Dude,
been
you're gonna be
there.
all right. And then he was sitting. He was just sitting in the passenger seat because like Mitchell was a little bit deep, and I had to go to like north of Concord Mills.
Yeah,
And he would just be in the passenger seat, and every now and then he'd be like, She's just like moaning the poison out.
Them death noises, bro.
It's like,
It hurts to breathe when you're in that
Yeah.
state.
And I was like, it's gonna be all right, bro. By tomorrow, you'll be fine. And he's like, I'm never drinking it again. And I was
Bro,
like, bro, you'll be fine.
that's
We
a
all
lie.
do it. We all
Yeah.
do
Hours
drugs.
after this, so you left it like early, like 6, 7 in the morning
Yeah.
with Vinny, right?
It was early as fuck.
I woke up at like,
Pretty sure I was still drunk.
now, bro, listen. When I woke
I
up
was like, Vinny, I'm still drunk.
the night before, we had played fucking tons of beer pong. We had done multiple shot o'clocks. I was drunk as fuck, bro. Before Vinny got drunk, I was peak. Dean was afoot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Dude was
Yeah.
out.
Dean was out, bro. I was, we were definitely like half a bottle of cracking in by that point. I
Yeah.
sobered up as much as I could, and we
Me and
like,
Vinny were chugging a tequila bottle on
Yeah.
the way there.
that's
We were bugging, bro.
That's different.
so like
I got there at 11, and
I
I
was
was like,
already-
this is abysmal.
I was turned, but I sobered up enough to be able to take care of Vinny. And me and Brando and Dora, we basically patted him on the back and came up with the strat so that he would like throw up in the bathtub and all that shit. We were like bringing him like fucking paper towels and shit and trying to help him, whatever.
It's a shame we couldn't close the deal.
Yeah, dude, he got too drunk. But so we were trying to just basically help him. That next
He's
morning,
in Dallas piping. He's
He's
oh, is
fine.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm glad it has a happy ending. But I woke up that next morning at like 11. I'm staring at the ceiling. I'm hungover as fuck, right? Because I didn't drink any water like I should have. I look over, Ash is passed out. I stare back at the ceiling again, and I'm like, there's a non-zero chance I have a corpse in my bathroom right now. I was like, that
the
motherfucker. The
passed
first thought I
away.
had was, legally, what happens if Vinny dies? Because this is my apartment. I have a corpse in my apartment. If he is in there and he is dead, am I going to jail?
What are the
And
yeah.
I thought about this for like 5 minutes, and then I was concerned enough about it that I started Googling like manslaughter law. Like, what is it? What is considered manslaughter? Because he did get that drunk at my apartment, and technically, if he did die, like there's an argument that somebody can make that like we did let him die, right? Even though we did try to take care of him and set him up for success, right?
It's funny, like he was that fucked up, but like the whole time I knew he was gonna be all right. Like I had seen it, so I had been through it myself. Like you look like you're on the brink of death, but you
He
always
was
recovered.
so drunk that people were like, "Whose man is this?" And then Darren's like, "I'm not claiming him, bro." Like,
No, I never not claimed him. I just kept telling everybody that was already fucked up. I was like, he's gonna be all right.
I didn't
And
stay.
people were looking at me like, he's throwing up black shit. I was like, he's gonna be all right.
I didn't stay
Darren,
long
you
enough
had-
to see the
you
outcome.
had that main character energy. You're like, it will be fine.
yeah, I guess
I
it's gonna
don't
be
know
all right.
how it's going to be fine. I'm not going to be part of the solution, but it will be fine.
I was like, it's gonna be all right. I've
I
seen it happen before.
So
He's gonna bounce back.
That-
The body's a miraculous machine.
I wake up Ash, right? And I'm like, what's up, babe? And she's like, because she was also really hungover. I'm like, I'm going to go check on Vinny. And she's like, don't.
He's dead.
And I'm
He's
like,
dead. The
and I'm
little.
like, why? And she's like, right now, we exist in a world where Vinny isn't dead. Like she said something like that. She's like, there's a chance Vinny's not dead. Like she was on the same wavelength as me. We thought that motherfucker had passed away.
Yeah.
I go in the bathroom, he's gone. I'm like, oh, thank God. And I was like, second guessing. I'm like, should we throw parties like this? Like, is this
Oh
a
yeah,
fucking problem? 'Cause
that's a
that-
good party though.
It was a good party, but that was the most drunk I've ever had. That was the drunkest drunkie of any party that we've ever thrown. In my that I've had to take care of.
I've
you know what I'm saying?
seen people like that, and I've been people like that on multiple occasions. I remember one time I went over to this girl's house. I got fucked up, and she was like, "Yo, like, come lay down in my bed. I'll get you some water or whatever." And I yacked over her balcony, and I fell asleep out there, bro. I was like, "Don't touch me." I woke up the next morning with a rug over me. Those motherfuckers laid a rug over me, and they put a towel next to me.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was
That's about
like.
right though.
They were tweaking about Vinny. I was like, I've thrown up black shit before. It's just blood
Dan's like,
poisoning.
let him suffer.
I did say that.
Dan's like, let him experience
I said he needs
this.
to earn his stripes.
He's got to earn it.
You have
I
to.
told them, I looked them in the eyes. I was like, I've thrown up black shit before.
That's how
And
you
they
learn.
looked at me incredulously. They're like, what
Bro,
is wrong
Everybody
with
is
him?
like, we're watching
This
Vinny
is-
become a corpse. And Darren's like, he's got to earn it. You know,
I was like, he's gonna be all right. I went
Vinny's
right
going
back to
through,
doing what I was doing.
like layer
There's-
6 of hell, right?
There's
Darren's
only
like, he's gotta
one.
earn it.
There's only one way to learn your limits, and that's to reach your limit.
yeah, you have to.
You
do
have
it.
to learn your limits to.
He
you have
hasn't
to
done
reach
anything
'em.
like that since.
No, that's how you know. That's how you figure it out. Because there's definitely one point when you're drinking, or like when you're younger and you're drinking, where you feel it. You feel the shot that's gonna fuck you up. And I know what shot that is. That's like the eighth shot, and I've had like 4 beers, and I take that eighth shot, and I'm like, all right, if I go further, that's it.
Dude, here are the levels to being drunk, in my experience. Let me know if y'all agree with this. But it's like sober, and then there's like warm. So like right now, I've had a cider and a half. I'd be like warm, right?
Mhm.
Then there's like tipsy. Then there's like you're kind of losing motor skill, and you could tell, but you're in like drunk mode, like you're becoming drunk. Then for like 3 minutes, you're God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then after God, you're in the blow zone, which is where you're gonna throw up.
The blow zone.
You're gonna blow chunks. You're in the blow zone. If you throw up in the blow zone, you can recover. But if you go beyond the blow zone into the black zone, then you're Vinny.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I got to the point where I don't throw up in the blow zone. I just like rally.
Me neither, bro. Because I know where to exist in the blow zone.
Yeah.
I've always thrown up. Every time I've ever thrown up, I've rallied. But it's because I've never entered into the black
If I
zone
end up
except for, like,
throwing up,
once.
I'm too far gone. I can't rally.
I've hit
Oh,
black
dude.
once in my life, and I'm not going back. You know what I mean?
For me,
When'd you hit black?
When taking that clip out of context could be bad, but when I hit the black zone at the town home when we had tequila and the super soakers and we were shooting them at each other. Were you there for that party?
that sounds like a black zone.
I wasn't there, but that's funny as
Dog,
fuck.
That sounds like a black zone
I was
moment.
like hanging onto a toilet throwing up, and these motherfuckers took caution tape and caution taped me in the bathroom.
Mitchell in the black zone is probably funny as
Ash
fuck.
got me upstairs. She like got me into the shower, and I'm in the black zone with the shower on. But like I can't get out of the shower and I can't figure out how to escape. So I'm just like palming the wall, like hey, like let me out for like 2 hours, dude.
That's goddamn
Yo.
mean.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, we're not going back, dude.
That's something more than deep. That's
Cletus.
yeah, that's bad.
For me, I usually measure it by how confident I am to drive a car.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
You're gonna
dude.
be more confident than you should be, bro.
No, I know what point. Like,
No, yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah,
I measure it if I can drive a car. That's
if
how
I'm
I know.
north of tipsy, bro, I have a fail safe in my brain that's like, don't drive because I know you think you can. You know
Well,
what I mean?
the way I measure it is if I am.
do I still have my motor functions?
I do
Yes,
I
or-
walk the I do the white line thing and I try to touch it. Like if you ever see me at a party and I'm going like
I'm
Fucker's about to
never
go
seen you
home.
fucking do
I'm
that shit,
about to go home.
you didn't catch me, but whenever like at your last party and we were about to leave, I did it inside because like everybody was cleaning up, everybody was still outside. I did it real quick and I was like, let me check real quick, and I was fine. But if I am at the point where like I know that I would fail a sobriety test, that's when I'm like, I'm done.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and and it's a good, cause if you can remember to do that to yourself, then I think that, you're still, but I know, and always like if I'm not confident to drive, I'm not going to drive. And I'm not the type of person that gets drunk and I'm like, I can fucking do it.
In general, bro, if I'm drinking liquor, I don't drive. Like,
Yeah.
If I had been over here drinking tequila, I would definitely simmer down before I go home. Type
Yeah,
shit.
me
Yeah.
neither. I don't drive when I drink liquor.
Like it's
You're a fucking.
okay.
No, but I do remember one thing about, I remember I met up with Darren. We went to the club with a mutual friend of ours.
That night was fun.
Oh my God, dude. And,
How do you want to?
I was
Speaking
taking
of
a
which,
shot, dude.
that's like half a shot in there, bro. You don't need to eyeball that, dude.
I was looking for backwash. Oh, warm Casamigos is awful.
Bitch, I would never backwash. I'm not a dirty motherfucker.
How am I supposed to know that?
Clean.
I gotta check. I'm clean.
Clean.
No, but yeah, that's my gauge.
I feel
Like,
that.
if I'm uncomfortable getting behind the wheel, I'm not
All right,
gonna do
finish
it.
the story.
You know what's
Oh,
Finish
your
the
story.
Come on. This motherfucker will start a story and then go off on a tangent.
I'm
forget
sorry,
the
dude.
story.
I forgot I was
so
talking
you
about
meet
that.
Darren at the club.
Basically, the club comes to an end, and we're both. I mean, he's pretty hosed, and I'm kind of hosed as well.
I had to escape a creature that wanted me.
He had to get away. Oh my God, I've never seen anybody kiss somebody like that, bro. That motherfucker had tears in his eyes. He was locking lips with that girl. His options had dried up, and she comes dancing over like this, and he's like, this motherfucker's like
Drunk as hell.
drunk as fuck. And he looks at me. He's like, he starts mouthing this girl. Eyes open, mouthing this chick.
Mouthing her.
Mouthing her.
I like that verb to describe this.
Well, she was kissing him more like, and he was just like, he was like, and I was like, dude, you were so uninterested in that second.
It was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Anyway,
I can only imagine what it looked like.
immediately after he kisses this girl, he comes to me. He's like, we gotta go. He's like, I'm trying to leave. We gotta go now. I was like, all right. I was like, dude, are you not gonna? And he was like, just get me the fuck out of here. I was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
PD. Why is he telling you? Why didn't you just leave? Dude?
well, he parked his car a while ago, like far away, and I was fine. I was just there because I'm a married man. I'm just having fun. We walked up to this chicken they had like a food truck outside, and this motherfucker gets a chicken sandwich, and he devours that shit. This motherfucker's in my passenger seat moaning, bro. He's like, oh, fuck, this was such a good idea. I was like, yo, let me get a bite of that. He said, fuck no.
I was fucking that sandwich up.
That ass. And then this motherfucker's like, you're one of my top 3. I fuck with you.
Is that where the story, is that the point of this story, dude?
No, dude, we get back to his car, and I was like, wait to drive. And he was like,
no.
He didn't say that. I don't know what he said. He's like, I'm not going to make no promises or something like that. Or something.
Yeah, I did say, I was like,
I'm not going to promise you anything. I said, wait to drive. And he said, I'm not going to promise you anything. I said, okay.
Probably said, I'll try.
Yeah, he said something like I'll try, or I'm not going to make any promises or something like that. And this motherfucker gets into his car. He didn't leave immediately. I don't know if you like woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning in your car or what.
No, I went home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trey told me, he was like, I thought that was the last time I was ever going to see you.
Literally, bro, I did a 3-point turn. I'm driving away, and I was like, I probably just killed that man. I'm never going to see Darren again. I was like, I should have
drove. You're one of his top 3, bro. You let that motherfucker
Dude, he literally, that's what he said to me.
That's crazy.
And those were his last words to me.
I have a really hot take.
I don't know. You're about to say that you drive better when you're drunk, right?
He's going to say that shit. He's going to say that shit.
Hey,
I wasn't going to say that.
I think I drive better when I'm high. I'm definitely more careful.
That's not what I was going to say.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say, you have to be a complete and utter. I'm not going to jinx myself.
I'm going to put that shit on your gravestone, bro. I'm going to put that shit on your gravestone. I know what he's going to say.
I'm not going to say it.
I'm going to put that shit on your gravestone.
You have to be a dumbass to crash your car drunk.
I'm not going to say it on podcast. I'm not going to say it on podcast.
All right,
I want to say right now at the top, we're not advocating for drunk driving.
If you drive drunk, you're a fucking moron.
I'm a retard.
Yeah.
If you drive drunk,
don't listen to anything I say.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, fuck me, bro.
So, all right, pivoting a little bit, bro. Driving tired is like...
It's worse.
Driving tired is so bad.
Dude, I've done the fall asleep, wake up like an exit later. It's like, oh my God.
I was driving back from fucking that wedding last night because we got out of the thing at like 8, 9 o'clock. I go to Matt's
belly
house.
full of that good ass fucking Indian food.
I'm burning.
You were
I'm
ready.
On fire.
Yeah, you're ready to.
I'm burning, but I'm happy about it. It was some of the best fucking food.
Imagine you like
Let me sleep.
Imagine you like shit your pants and pass out at the wheel at the same time. And the cops are like, yeah, he just got back from Indian wedding.
That shit would have like burned a hole through the chair, bro. Nah, so like
we got to code 2217.
2217 toxic waste.
White boy had too much Indian food. Done shit his pants and died.
It's burning a hole in the ground. Bring a hazmat.
Died.
Yeah, dog. So like, okay, we leave the thing at like probably 8, 9 o'clock. Shock to you. Thank you for inviting me. Shit was fucking sick. Dap him up. He's like, hell yeah, let's go. Can't wait to see you in Dallas. We left on a good note. Everything was great.
Nice.
We go back to the Matt's house. We're at a bonfire. I start arguing with Kev about something. I'm at their place until like 3 in the morning, right?
That's your own fault.
I know. I'll take responsibility for it. Now, we got up at 6:15 in the morning to go to fucking the thing, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's now 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's 21 hours I've been awake. And we got a 3-hour drive ahead of us to get home.
Yeah.
So I'm driving home last night. And Ash is like, babe, do you need me to drive? I'm like, no. I know that she's just as tired as me.
I'm the man.
That motherfucker Dean was driving.
I was like, bro, listen, I'm anxious. If she's driving, I'm gonna be worried about her crashing the car because she's tired. So if we're crashing the car, I want to be in control of the situation so we don't crash the car.
I'm gonna crash.
You not driving shit, bitch.
If this car's gonna crash, it's gonna be me that
It's gonna
crashes.
be me
No,
that
no, no.
crashes.
So Ash, she tried to stay awake and like keep me company so I can stay awake. It helps if you have somebody in the car that you're talking with.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to stay awake.
Yeah.
So for the first like 2 hours, we did that
What the
successfully.
hell were y'all talking about? Y'all were together for 24 hours
I
a
was
day.
rambling, bro. I was rambling about, dude. I was rambling about like.
It was probably harder for her to have a
I
conversation
was
with you.
rambling about Soviet era Russia to give you an idea where my head was at.
Oh,
had,
she
like, a
loves
green-
you, bro. She
That
loves
girl
you.
I'm
loves
lucky
you,
as
bro.
fuck.
That girl loves
girl
you.
loves you.
I'm going off
My
about
ass, I
fucking.
would've been-
I'm going off about like Chernobyl or some
Can
shit.
you believe they had a fucking hydro bomb that could blow up to?
There's this thing in the middle of Chernobyl called the elephant's foot. It's just a 2-ton irradiated mass of.
That's pretty much. So after 2 hours, she's like, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, dude.
She's like, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I was like, all right, babe. And I'm like, I know I'm in danger because I'm driving tired, but I'm like, I'm gonna tighten up. I'm gonna tighten up. I got this. And I'm like, I'm doing that thing where I'm driving and I'm like,
That's a bad place to be in. That's a bad place to be in.
Bro, that shit is terrifying.
yeah. You're like, you can feel yourself
giving
starting to nod.
You're
and
giving
then you,
yourself like fucking heart
That's
palpitations.
a
yourself
bad place to be in.
You're trying to like shake yourself awake.
That's
right?
a bad place to be in.
So I'm driving. I'm doing that.
It's a bad place to be
Dude,
in.
I forgot about that shit.
Ash is snoring, bro. She's, like, she's out. She's gone. And I'm like, I'm driving. All I can see is the like, I don't even see the fucking road signs anymore. I'm just looking at the road and like holding my lane. No cars around. There's nothing. It's fucking dead on 85 in the middle of the night. Finally, Ash wakes up. And she like jolts away. She's like, babe. And she's like, you're swerving. And I wasn't swerving. She's like, you're pumping the gas and you're swerving. And I'm like, babe, I'm not. I'm in like, I'm getting this shit done. I'm like, I'm good. And I'm over here like, I'm trying to keep myself awake. I'm like, I'm all right. We keep going. And
You're swerving.
finally she's like, babe,
I'm not.
She's like, babe, we need to pull over.
I'm not.
She's like, babe, I'm really worried. We gotta pull over.
Go to fuck to sleep.
And I'm like, I just
Shut up.
I was like, I just need to get us home.
Shut your female mouth.
I was like, okay, look, when we get to Concord Mills, I'll park the car, we'll take a power nap, and then we'll finish driving. So we get to Concord Mills, I park my car, and we're sitting there, and I lean that chair back, and it was like I was sitting upright, and as soon as I leaned back, it was like I
You're
fell into
out.
the upside down, bro. It was like that
God
scene in the movie.
damn,
You just
dude.
like reality just like zooms away, right? And I'm like falling into this shit. And I like hit the bottom of this proverbial dream and wake up, and it had been 20 minutes, and I was still sitting in my chair. And I was like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I woke up with so much anxiety. I'm like, we just slept in the car.
In Concord Mills Park.
Concord Mills
Bro, in
parking lot
Concord Mills parking lot, you're bold.
5:30 in the morning.
You down bad.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. There's like other cars around us now, and I'm like, why is there other cars here? Ash is like, babe, we gotta move the car. I'm like, no, we gotta go fucking home. We're going home
We gotta move the car.
because she
Move the
sees
car.
other people
He
like
was ready
pulling
to
up.
go back to sleep in that fucking lot.
Babe, we gotta move the car. No, if I'm moving the car, we're moving the car to my
But
my
we're
parking
going
lot.
home. Yeah. There's
So
no
I
way.
got us home. Long story short, I got us home. But then when I hit the bed last night, I slept for fucking like 12 hours, bro.
Yeah.
But we had
Yeah.
a 24-hour day. It was like 6:30 in the morning until like 6:30 this morning from when I finally got home.
Yeah, you're different. I would not have gone back to the house.
I didn't expect to stay that long. And then I look at the clock at one point, it's 3 in the morning, and I'm like, what have I done? You know? That motherfucker Matt went to bed at like 9 too, bro.
He's a horrible person.
He is a
Matt's
sleeper,
horrible
bro.
person.
He don't give a fuck about what's
He's like,
going
I gotta
on.
get up at 6 tomorrow. I'm going to bed.
He
I'm
does not
still-
play, bro.
I'm driving home still when that motherfucker got up to go to work.
He
Like, to give
gets
you
his
that idea.
hours in. He gets his hours in, bro.
Yeah.
Matt's fucking driving to work.
Bro.
That's
Fighting
well
for his
rested. I'm
life.
like,
That
He's
motherfucker
fighting
gets
for
his hours in,
life.
bro. I remember one time I was playing Fortnite with him, and I was trying to queue up for another game, and he was like, I'm going to bed. I was like, Matt, dude, what the fuck? And he was like, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I was like, bro, it's 7. And he was like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, he don't care.
He don't give a fuck. He's like, I have to at least be in the bed by 8 so that I can sleep by 9.
Our
I was
friends
like,
that are like that, Brian's like that too. They're probably gonna fucking live longer. You know
I
what
guess, bro, but
Nah.
I'm gonna have like a sleep deprivation induced heart attack.
you were doing that shit that F1 fighter jets do, bro, when they hit the fucking G-force, the fucking.
The specific breathing, yeah.
We're hitting 9,
The cheeks
10,
pushing back.
11.
Their eyes are sunk into their head.
All right, coming down. 8, 7.
I'll have to hit that shit where like if I'm driving and like I realize I'm like fucking
Nodding off. Yeah.
nodding off, waking up, I'll start doing like I'll be like slapping myself and shit, bro. Like
The
gotta
amount of
get up.
times that I've been in that situation is not good. Like
It's bad.
What I used to
Dude,
do back in the
it's bad.
day when I was in like high school, I would drive tired a lot because we go out to Huntersville and I'd be there until fucking ass in the morning, and then we drive home as the sun's coming up, right? And I would blast music and just scream in my car to try to wake up.
I used to do that.
I'd turn the volume all the way up and I'd just
That's
be like,
insane.
I used to do
as
that.
loud as
That's
I could.
insane.
I used to do
Yeah.
that too.
That's insane.
I used to play death grips.
Uh-huh.
I remember one time me and Dakota took a trip to Oklahoma
Uh-huh.
to meet her family.
What the fuck?
And that shit is 15 hours.
That's crazy
God,
work.
And I didn't want to stop in fucking Arkansas because that's where they kill black people.
That's the
Dude,
that's
trip
the
to
intro
Oklahoma.
clip of the episode, by the way.
Bro.
Like just you saying that.
Trip to Oklahoma is insane.
Bro, and I was like, she was like, okay, a flight to Oklahoma is like $600. I was like, we don't fucking have that. And this is like 3 months to us. This is like 3 months into us dating. So
Mm.
I really like this girl too. I was like, I'll fucking go to Oklahoma with you. And she's like, I'm not about to spend $600 on a plane ticket for us, but I'll go to Oklahoma. I'll drive 15 hours
Fuck that.
because I was dumb.
I would never.
Dude, and she's like, she passes out. So what I used to do when I was in high school is I would just blast music
Mhm.
and I would scream in my car.
Mhm.
So,
Hard to do when your significant other's right next to you.
bro, I literally was like playing a podcast and I was playing a podcast. Podcast wasn't working because I was like, it feels like I'm having a conversation right now, but I wasn't.
Mhm.
I turned on death grips and I'm just fucking like every.
Mm.
What the fuck is wrong with
You're talking to your mic, dog.
Oh, she wakes up and she's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "I have to wake up right now."
Mhm.
And she was like, "I'll drive," and that was it. I passed out.
Dog, I don't know. Last time I was falling asleep while driving. I couldn't tell you the last time it was, but it's terrifying. I've never screamed to like stay up, but like if it's cold outside, I'll put the windows down.
Got to do that.
Yeah,
I got out of the car one time and did push-ups to try to fucking wake up.
That's
elite.
different.
That's elite.
It was
You know the rumble strip on the side of the highway?
yeah.
I used to hit those.
Used to
When I'm
swerve
falling
into-
asleep, I would just hit those real quick,
Mm.
wake up a little bit.
And then I don't know what other strat I used to stay awake. Aside from like I'll slap myself in the face, rub my hands together, put the windows down, or blast cold air.
I would sometimes, bro. I'd like start bouncing in my chair a little bit, you know, just trying to fucking get blood moving in my brain, you know.
Dude, I used to have a lighter in my car because I used to smoke cigarettes back in
I'll
high school.
fucking-
A little lighter on your beard, you know, get warm.
I'll fucking
Just flick a little.
Yeah.
I'll have to
lighter
turn
under
the
my ear.
music off. Like the music like lulls me to sleep.
If I don't know the words, it'll put me to sleep.
I can understand if you're listening to like Travis Scott and it's very like droning. That shit would fucking put me to sleep too, bro.
I can't let dude, if I'm at that point, honestly, any music will put me to sleep.
If I know the words, I'm screaming it.
Because it's so melodic, bro. Like that shit was just like I was like, oh my
Mm.
God. And then I'm out. Or like it'll get me like thinking about something and you're so tired. Like if you
It'll turn into
you
a
also
dream.
can't think about anything.
Yeah,
You have to like be like very primal and like you're running in the woods. Like
yeah.
if you start thinking about if you get stuck on a tangent, bro, like you're gonna fall asleep.
Last night, I'm driving back. I'm like seeing the exit signs, right? And I know which exit I live off of, and I'm like, all right, four more exits, 4 more fucking exits. And I'm just like repeating this. Then I drive under a green sign, 3 more exits, 3 more fucking exits. And like that was the only thing I could focus on. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was just my brain was on life support. You know what I'm saying?
One time I was driving and I fell asleep for a little bit, and I had a dream that I was like in an airplane taking off. It's one of those things where like your eyes aren't closed, but like you're asleep. and I had a dream that I was like my fucking steering wheel.
Oh God.
And I was like, I remember like there was a stop sign. There was a stop sign coming up, and my brain was like, "There's no stop signs in the sky." And then that's when I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wait.
Yeah, it was almost it for me right there. I could have died that night. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a good place to stop.
We've been going
This
for
is
2
it.
hours now.
This is it. This is the
All
end.
right. Hopefully this doesn't sound like shit, bro.
I think it sounds. I
When
don't know what it's going to sound
when
like.
we come back, I do want to tell the story of how the next time I met Vinny was when we pulled up on Eli.
What we'll do next episode, we'll get some fucking hot sauce. We'll get some like
Yes.
boneless wings.
Oh fuck, I
Yes.
would love some wings.
And then we'll get like a little plate of boneless wings and we'll dip it in the hottest fucking hot sauce that we can buy on Amazon or something. And then we'll do the story.
Okay.
What y'all think?
I'm cool with that.
All right. On next episode of Feral Hot Ones.
Feral hot ones.
Oh no.
Hot feral ones? No, that's terrible.
It can't be hot ones, bro. We're just gonna do some dumb shit on Feral.
Feral!
Next time, dude.
See you later.
Later.
Later.